All right, everybody, welcome to another Thursday night trivia night. To start the show, we're going to have Hillbilly Skeptic, we're going to have Mike Fort, and we're going to have Ben with Exploring with Ben and Sam. How we doing tonight, guys?
All good.
Doing great, Jeff.
Sure.
You guys been watching basketball?
Nope.
I'm watching all these conference tournaments going on, and it was a great day today because Auburn lost. So
I'd watch more basketball if Michigan was in a shit show right now.
Yeah, I'll have to YouTube also because again, Pac-12. I'm pretty sure is on the Pac-12 network, so I'll have to YouTube that shit later.
you know what's sad is I get the Pac-12 network in Mexico.
I got rid of Sling. Otherwise, I would, but I got rid of that. So
Pac-10 network is on some some of those free streaming ones because there's nobody cares about it.
yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of live stream stuff, so it's easy to find locally on YouTube. So kind of the nice thing too.
You could probably find it
Iowa
like on
kind of fell
Pluto.
on their face today, Mike. Iowa lost to Ohio State.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, Ohio State's not going to make. In fact, they're not even going to make the NIT. I don't even think they got a winning record.
The only chance Ohio State has is to win the tournament. If they don't win the tournament, they're not going anywhere. And I don't see them winning the tournament, but
No, they're probably one of those teams that have to play the first day.
yeah. But
I think
they said that the Big Ten is supposed to get 9 teams in the tournament. The SEC is supposed to have 8 teams. The Big 12 is going to get 7 teams. And I don't remember they said 5 or 6 for the Pac 12.
you see a lot of the Big Tens. There's a lot of bubble teams in the Big Ten.
All right, Huffer Billy Paul says Ty Guy needs to stop agreeing with the self-absorbed. Who did I agree with self-absorbed? I don't know who Huffer Billy is. I met him tonight, but the thing that I thought was funny is he believes that colleges shouldn't care about academics, that football is much more important. So
Huffer
that
Billy
just kind
Pop. Is he? I think he's that Clemson fan I see over on crap. Oh, I'm brain farting him. The Georgia guy,
He's the Miller Lite fan.
on Lou.
Lou. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I don't have nothing against Clemson. I mean, they can only win a championship if an Alabama player's coaching them. But
Damn.
well, they've won 3 national championships. First, they took our player Ford. He won it back in the '80s, and now they got Dabo, and he's won 2 of them for them. So
Shots fired.
Well, at least I just looked too. Oregon won their first round against Colorado in the tournament, so I'm like, okay, cool. That's basketball. Who gives a shit?
but yeah, no, I was over on Twisted
Jesus,
Rooster,
man.
and Hillbilly was trying to explain to me that academics don't matter to these schools, and I'm like, well, that's pretty much the main reason why they built those schools was academics.
Pretty much. I mean, again, you look at, for instance, the Big Ten. They look at also academics, not just money, but Pac-12. They look at academics. That's why
Well,
they're pretty
And then
selective.
he then tried to use the excuse, well, if that was true, then the Big Ten would go to the Ivy League. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, the Big Ten makes more money in research than the Ivy League.
Yeah, we do.
Shocking. Isn't that kind of shocking that the Ivy League does not even make that much? That's
Well,
kind of
they're not research. They're
not
just
research
old money.
schools.
They're just an old
Yeah.
money.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you'd think they'd be a much higher up than they really are. It's actually kind of shocking.
You know, guys,
Right.
it's had to come down to like conference leadership or what you prioritize or something like that, right? Because, you know, it's like the Big Ten, academics and football, the SEC, academics and football. You know, I mean, it's
Could
like,
you say academics and SEC in the same sentence?
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you believe it or not, though, the SEC since the 1930s have only added AAU schools or state flagship schools.
And we're not.
We are honestly starting to care a little more about academics, believe it or not.
We're not. We're not. Like a powerhouse like that. But it's not like it's unimportant to us, right? It's. But the thing is, it's like it depends. Like the only people, it seems to me, the only conferences, and schools that are, that are getting ahead now because of sports are the ones that have prioritized their sports. It's like Colorado. How come Colorado is getting the red carpet rolled out for the Big 12 right now? Allegedly, right? Why?
Well, the problem with Colorado, Hillbilly, is everybody wants to roll the red carpet for them now. Why? Because they got a coach.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, though. They're going to go get a prime. They're going to go spend the money.
Right. But how long is Prime going to be there realistically? Does anybody see him staying there 5 to 10 years?
I give it 3.
Yeah, if he takes them from what they were this last year to say 6-6, and then like 7-5, and then like 8-4 or 9-3, he'll be gone.
I benchmark it at 9. I think that the season he gets 9 wins will be the last season.
Exactly. That's why I said like 2-3 years. If he gets that 9 win, he'll be gone. Someone else will come right now.
You could get 9 wins pretty easy because you think USC and USC's leaving, and so is UCLA. If you bring up SMU and you bring in San Diego State, if Colorado doesn't have to play Oregon and Washington one year, if they're or Utah, if those 3 teams ain't on the schedule, they could win 9 games pretty easy, especially with the out of conference that wouldn't be that hard.
Well, you got to figure they're rebuilding from the very bottom. So
yeah, it's a teardown, it's a complete teardown. I mean, and I appreciated Dion in this last offseason when he was speaking to cameras. And they're like, man, you start with TCU, and he's like, well, not if I can do anything about it. Like, I want to get the fuck out of that game. Don't blame him because it's on the road. Then who does he start against Pac-12 play against?
All right, hold on. Hey, P Digits, I was not comparing Ivy League and Power 5 schools football-wise or sports-wise. I was comparing them research dollar-wise, academics. It had nothing to do with athletics. The Ivy League, they only play other Ivy League schools. They don't play out of conference. They only play that. They do not go to any bowl games. They've all come together. They will not go to a bowl game. So nobody's going to compare any Power 5 team to an Ivy League.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different category of schools and stuff.
Yeah.
When prime time, right? Coach Sanders there. Yeah. Look at his assistants too, man. Look at who he got for a defensive coordinator and stuff. Mike Zimmer, for crying out loud.
Oh yeah.
They are going to be a good winning football team.
Well, he's going to get the names.
They will be. They will be. They're just going to they have to start with TCU, with new roster, new staff coming together. Then their first Pac-12 game, opening the season, is on the road at Autzen. Good luck, Dion. Welcome to the Pac-12.
But
that's going to be a rough one.
He's able to use the transfer portal.
Oh, he is. I mean,
that's what's helping him. It's not like the old days where you had to recruit. This transfer portal, that's a game changer, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, he had to in Colorado. No offense to the players that were on the roster, but he had to bring in some players that fit his system, his style, and what he wants. I mean, you have to do that with a new coaching staff. You have to. So he's using it to his full advantage. Can't blame him for that. I mean,
well, he went from Wranglers to Calvin Klein's, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he brought over a couple of his best players. He brought over some of his best players on his old team. So
yeah, his son and Travis Hunter, and
they're going to be better now. I don't know that they get to 6 wins, but you're going to see a much better team than what they had last year.
Well, what's their out of conference games this year or this coming year?
TCU to start the season at TCU. And then the other 2, I think, are FCS are very low level
Okay, so they'll win those.
So I'm not really sure what the other two are. And then they go to Oregon to start Pac-12 play.
Don't
So they
usually
could come
play-
out of that as two. They could come out of those first four as 3-1 or 2-2. You know,
I think they could beat TCU. I remember
Oh,
Max
they
Max
play-
is
they-
gone.
They play TCU. Then they have Nebraska at home.
oh shit,
Then they
With
have
that rule.
Colorado State at home.
and then
And
Oregon.
then they go to Oregon. And then USC comes to town.
Ooh,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's brutal. That's actually
But
very
then,
brutal.
but then they get to go to Arizona State. Stanford then comes, but then they got to go to UCLA, and then they end with Ohio or Oregon State coming to them. So
Ooh,
By fire, man.
that's
I'm thinking like 4-8, maybe 5-7.
yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
that
that's
Nebraska game
brutal.
though, that Nebraska game could be a good game because
Oh,
you got
I think that will be.
New-
Matt Rule knows how to coach, especially at least in the college rank. He's going to change Nebraska around because Nebraska was not exactly the most god awful team. You know, I mean, they may be the best 1-11 team or 3-9, whatever it was, team in history.
Oh yeah, I remember that argument.
But Matt Rule knows how to coach those people up. But that is pretty brutal. Colorado State, maybe a win. That should be a win. USC though, yeah, I don't know.
No, they're gonna obviously lose to USC.
Even Stanford, we don't know what Stanford will be. I think Stanford's in a full rebuild too. They're in a tear down because of new coach and stuff and philosophy.
Right.
But leash, yeah, that's gonna be brutal. That is actually kind of a brutal schedule.
Yeah, that's Colorado State is the only. Colorado State and Arizona State are probably the only guaranteed wins.
And even Arizona State, because of Dillingham, because you saw what he did with Oregon's offense, you never know what they could look like.
Yeah, that's
think
another one
it's
that covers
good,
pretty
though.
bare though.
Yeah, it just depends on if they. Oh, fuck off, Sergeant Pickles. That sad duck. Don't. I don't need to see that shit.
Ben,
God damn it.
you are the weakest link.
I'm going to change my thing to something.
But Ben, what is TCU going to look like? I mean,
The
TCU
truth shall
lost
set you
everything.
free.
Well, TCU will be interesting too because of course they lose, Max, Duggar and stuff. But I think they'll still be okay. Sonny Dykes has been a decent coach. Cal wasn't the greatest fit for
Well,
him.
yeah, last year was kind of an anomaly in my opinion.
It definitely was. But Sergeant Pickles can agree. Sonny Dykes, regardless, in the Pac-12, he ran up points on people.
Oh yeah.
Really? Because was that a different Sonny Dykes I saw at Cal get his ass whipped pretty much on a regular basis? Was that a different Sonny Dykes?
No, he had Jared Goff though, and they still put up points all over
Yeah,
the place.
you
on
can
people.
lose and still put up 50. I've
His,
seen it
defense,
done.
his defenses were pretty trash,
Yes.
but now he seems
Pretty
to
trash?
have a defensive coordinator who gets it. Finally,
TCU's last year, their defense wasn't
Here's
great.
my relation. Here's my relation to Sonny Dykes. Sonny Dykes at Cal was a Dana Holgorsen at West Virginia. Let's play offense. We don't need nothing else. Right?
well,
Because he's
but
learning-
TCU, their defense held them in games a lot this last year. So
Well,
I think they
when
finally have a guy that can figure it out.
A new philosophy now.
Yeah, he's changed a little bit, and so I think TCU will be a little bit of reckoning if they can get the next quarterback in line to be the correct guy. I think TCU, maybe not playoff team, but I mean, you're going to see them still be on the 8-9 win type seasons.
Yeah, maybe 8
Hey, I
wins.
tell you what,
TCU
anybody
will
that's here,
still contend for the
anybody
Big 12.
that wasn't in the show earlier, it wasn't in the show for, oh shit, what the hell is his name? Twist the Rooster. Anybody that wasn't in the Twist the Rooster show earlier, man, you missed a good stream. We had a lot of fun. That was pretty good. But yeah, we had some good college football talk over there. We talked about NIL. We had that was a good stream. But we hit on a lot of topics. But damn, there's silence in the room. Does that mean that it sucked? Nobody liked it.
No, I'm sorry. This game's all.
I-
This game's, Almost over.
Doggone, Ben was there and Hillbilly was there for a little bit. I mean, hell, I thought it was a pretty good spring.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Hillbilly
guys.
was awful quiet.
Oh, that was great, man, over there at Roosters, man. I just wanted to dip in real quick. That way, he could, have a bunch of different people on. How many came on after me?
Oh, Lord. We had a lot.
Well, that's great.
It was great. I showed up. You know,
Gumby
Doc
just
showed up.
woke up.
Ben, Will showed up. Big Tube, Raj, Fishing Pete. I mean, we had a lot. It was pretty good.
Mhm.
All right, guys, let's do some trivia.
Let's do it.
Hillbilly, which card would you like?
Let's see. Let's start with Genesis 5.
Genesis 5. We'll go with 2000. Here we go. People and places. What European city was home to the world's first mailbox in 1653?
Oh, geez. Well, I'm going to have to say London.
That'd been my
It
guess.
was not. It was not London.
Hmm.
That's a great question.
Croatia.
Ben should know.
Croatia.
Ben, you didn't go over by this mailbox when you were there.
What is this?
Mars. Atlante. Paris.
Oh, was it Paris?
It was Paris.
Okay, I was thinking Ukraine for some reason.
Um,
I don't know, but Paris, that makes sense. That's a good question.
Unfortunately, they're still waiting for the Christmas card Grandma sent in 1665.
though. It will never arrive.
All right, Hillbilly, here's your arts and entertainment. What trio did Paul Ben Victor, Evan Handler, and Michael Chiklis ape in a 2000 network TV movie?
Say that again.
What trio did Paul Ben Victor, Evan Handler, and Michael Chiklis ape in a 2000 network TV movie?
8.
What trio? Think of a real famous trio, and there was a movie in 2000 made.
Three Stooges.
It was the Three Stooges.
All right, I was like, that's the only really super famous trio I was thinking of.
Yep. I remember.
I thought it might have been the Musketeers. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
I was thinking like, the Three Amigos. That was Steve Martin and
And Chevy
Yeah.
Chase and
Chevy Chase and
Martin.
Short.
Martin Short. Yep.
Yep. All right, Hillbilly, here's your history. What nation built the Minehunter Wilton, the first warship to be made from plastic?
the Mindhunter Milton
Wilton.
Wilton. First warship made out of plastic. Let's say the good old U.S. man.
Nope, it wasn't the U.S. It was
Canada.
Britain.
Figures.
That's almost Canada.
That's almost
I was gonna guess like Switzerland or something for some random fucking reason.
All right, here's your science in nature, Hillbilly. What did Ortho Pharmaceuticals offer a triphasic version of to more closely mimic a hormonal cycle in 1984?
Birth control pill.
Birth control pill is correct. All right, here's sports and leisure. What was the first former ABA team to become NBA champs since the league merged in 1976?
Oh, geez. I don't know, man, but, being Kentucky, Louisville, the Kentucky Colonels, they were like one of the best ABA teams.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the only professional team that Kentucky ever had. Was the Kentucky Colonels there in Louisville. Read it to me one more time.
What was the first former ABA team to become NBA champs since the leagues merged in 1976?
76ers?
It wasn't the 76ers.
Was it the
Does
Washington
anybody else know?
Bullets?
It wasn't the Bullets.
Damn,
Spurs?
they beat the Supersonics.
Spurs?
It was the Spurs.
The Bullets weren't ABA, were they?
No.
I don't think they were. I know the Spurs were.
No.
I couldn't think of one that won before them.
Yeah, the Bullets beat the Sonics, and then the Sonics beat the Bullets. That was in the late 70s.
Yep. All right, Hillbilly, here's your last one, wild card. What surgical procedure did baseball's Charleston River Dogs plan to offer free on Father's Day in 1997 before public outcry made them cancel?
Vasectomies?
It was vasectomies.
Well, that was random as fuck.
I thought I remember.
Well, they didn't want
That was random as fuck. I was thinking sports injuries. I'm like, no.
All right, Hillbilly, you got 3 out of 6. That wasn't bad. All right, Mike, which card would you like?
Oh. I'll go Genesis 3.
Genesis 3. Here we go. What theater staged a live production in 1968 for the first time since 1865?
That's got to be Ford's Theater.
That's got to be Ford's Theater. If it wasn't, you'd have been
Yeah.
mad.
No assassination here today. Sorry.
I wonder if they patted everybody down for guns.
I can imagine that they're probably worried about the ghost. It ain't just the
Yeah,
White House that's
exactly.
got Lincoln's ghost.
All right, here's your arts and entertainment. What author's first book was "Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret"?
We've had this question before.
I remember hearing about it.
Doesn't mean I remember the answer, though.
Yeah, me either.
Doesn't-
Yeah, I'm gonna know this author.
I'll say Mark Twain.
No,
No. Fuck. Who is it? Shit.
Oscar Wilde. Anybody?
the book was really known for Fudge, Fudge-a-Maniac, Super Fudge.
Oh, that's that Judy Blume girl, right?
Yeah, that was Judy Blume.
Oh, okay. I was like, fuck. Who is this?
But her first book was "Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret." All right. History. Who was the first astronaut to make 2 trips into space?
Oh. Fuck. Should be so obvious too. The Russian, I think, isn't it? Or is it American?
That's the thing, though. I'm not sure if it's an American or a Russian. Well, obviously, if it's a
American.
Russian, I think say if it was a Russian, it would be Gagarin. I'll say Aldrin.
It was not Aldrin. Does anybody know?
Scotty
I was
Armstrong.
leaning Russian. I was leaning Russian.
Was it the Glenn guy? What's his name? Glenn?
John Glenn.
John Glenn? No.
No.
Neil Armstrong.
No.
Oh,
Michael Collins.
No.
I'm running out of.
Apollo 13 guy.
Lovell, he went 3 times, but he wasn't the first one to go 2.
Yeah, I want to say it was Russian. I don't know why.
Was it one
His
of the
name was his name was Gordon Cooper. Everybody called him Gordo.
I wonder if that was Gemini or Mercury.
He did 1 in Mercury. I know for a fact. All right, here's your science and nature, Mike. What Lotus program is the most popular for spreadsheets?
I only know of it as 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Lotus 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's the answer. Okay.
That's the
So
answer.
I can't think of anything other than Lotus 1, 2, 3. I thought it might have been a trick question.
That's where I was
Yep,
leaning.
yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
All right, here we go. Sports and leisure. What middleweight did ring historian Bert Sugar call the greatest fighter pound for pound in the history of boxing? And remember, this is 1994 and back.
Ooh. Like I say, it was probably one of those great ones in the 80s. I don't think he would say Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm torn. I guess it could be Hearns. It could be Duran. To me, it's Marvelous Marvin Hagler, but I'll go Hagler, I guess. That's my opinion, though.
That though, wasn't it? Wasn't he like everybody calling him pound for pound, like when he come into the ring?
Yeah, Hagler, I thought was pound for pound. You were 2/3 of the way there with Sugar Ray Leonard. It was Sugar Ray
Robinson.
Yeah. Sugar Ray Robinson. All right, here's your wild card. Don't overthink this one. What screen character's bullwhip fetched $24,300 at auction?
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Right.
That's not really an answer.
Well, you just went
Oh, it's
3 out of 3 out of
Tennessee Jones. Oh wait, was that the difference? I think I hit the wrong state, huh?
Well, I will remind people, that Sam is on his way to Petra right now. So,
Oh, wow, nice.
so as mentioned, so
At this precise moment, guys, I've got internet that's not worth a shit.
son of a bitch.
It's very-
You say the hell you say.
Joey, go to Thailand already, for fuck's
I
sake.
see you've been hopping in and out.
Yeah, it decided that it was going to go to hell and stuff, but it seems to be working decent.
He
I had
lo-
to
he
turn my
lost-
camera off.
I like how you say that like it's ever not in hell.
Well, there are moments.
All right, so we had Hillbilly go 3 out of 6, Mike go 3 out of 6. Ben, which one are you going to go 3 out of 6 on?
None. Give me the easiest shit, please.
Okay, we'll give you All American.
Oh god.
Here you go, Mr. America. What nickname was given to Confederate General Thomas Jackson?
Oh, come really?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. That's the first question.
Ben's part of the woke crowd. He won't know that. He tore his statue down.
I'm one of them damn Yankees, and I know this.
This is unfortunate because I like
Well, that's because you tore his statue down.
no, I'm not. I'm just not book smart. I mean,
You
I
said
have
Jackson,
I
right?
have a degree. Book smart.
Yeah, what nickname was given to Confederate General Thomas Jackson?
Okay.
Those that do not learn from our past are destined to fail in the future.
Joey, you live in West Virginia. Joey, you live in West Virginia.
Yeah, and
Oh, snap!
West Virginia was in the north at the
Cancel
time. It was
culture.
very
No,
different.
I'm just saying he lives in West Virginia. Shut your mouth.
cancel this guy.
They canceled everybody. That's not a clue.
No, not a clue.
Just the general. I don't. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm not book smart when it comes to this
Are you
shit. I just
serious?
never paid that much
It's a pretty
attention.
baller nickname.
I got through my degree half drunk.
How about Battle of Bull Run? Does that strike a chord?
Wait, didn't you go to Oregon?
No.
Oh.
Battle of
So
Bull
yeah,
Run.
don't discredit the University of Oregon for that degree. Do not.
No,
discredit.
people go to Wazoo half drunk.
That I'm not surprised by. Actually, that I'm not surprised.
Not even close. They literally have
Sergeant Pickles, please, as the other veteran here, go ahead and give us the answer.
I believe, at the risk of embarrassing myself, it was Stonewall Jackson.
You're right.
Yeah.
Stonewall.
You are right. You are right. As soon as you say it, I'm like, God damn it, Stonewall, motherfucker! I'm telling you,
There's
trivia. I
only
hate
so
it.
many Confederate generals I know, but that's one of them.
I
All
fucking
right.
hate it. I fucking
Now,
hate
Ben, if
trivia.
you go, if you go 0 for 2, I'm gonna.
You're gonna what? You're gonna what, Jeff? You're gonna what?
be
I know
embarrassed.
I know where you live.
Move your ass out of this string.
Yeah.
I know where
Good
you
luck
live,
getting there.
Jeff.
You know where he lives in a city of 20 million people.
No, I've been to his house. I know where he lives in Mexico. I've been there. Hold on. Let me change my avatar. Hold on. I know where he lives. Hold on. Let me change my avatar.
You're gonna put his Google.
Good luck
Map
coming
address
back,
up.
though.
I know where he lives.
Ah, you weren't kidding.
All right, Ben. Who, after discovering Superman's true identity, forgot it after a dose of Dr. Pepperwinkle's anti-memory vapor?
Why do I get the fucking comic book Superman? The one person that doesn't pay attention to all of the to comic books and shit.
Who's the second most popular character in Superman?
Lex Luthor?
No,
No,
that
I
would be
think,
the third.
think breast.
It's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Close on the counts and horseshoes and hand grenades.
Is that would that be
He sounds more like
Lois Lane?
Lois Lane is correct.
Okay, I'll take some partial credit. I was like, hey, I don't even pay attention to comic books. It's just not my forte.
All right. Here's your history question.
Fantastic.
What kind of putty did Apollo 8 astronauts use to prevent tools from floating about?
Oh my God. Are you serious? This is really question.
Joey, your old ass can just shut the fuck up right now.
I'm starting to think this card is a joke or something.
Don't tell me it's literally something like stupid, like silly putty.
And that's what it is.
That's exactly what it
Silly
is.
putty is correct.
Okay, I was like, don't tell me something stupid like that.
It is something stupid like that.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, here's your place question. What sound is found west of downtown Seattle?
Are you?
Puget
Come
Sound.
on!
Puget Sound, baby.
That's
so
a lot of
dumb.
question on these cards.
Hey, you're gonna sit there and ask a Washington guy that quick? I swear Jeff's making these up.
I got it right here, man.
I'm from Oregon, so yeah, I know Puget Sound.
I
Okay,
can't even
Ben.
name another sound.
Ben,
I get that I
here's
live
sports
here,
and
but still.
leisure.
This is
Here's
where I'm
sports
gonna
and leisure. Who hit a 3-run homer the day the Yankee Stadium opened in 1923?
1923. Baseball, sport I don't pay any goddamn attention to. Is this going to be like fucking 1923? Is that going to be like Babe Ruth?
Yes, it's Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
there you
like,
go.
there's only so
I
many
think I'm with Joey in this one. I think we would both be 5 or 5 on this one.
Babe Ruth hitting 300-foot dingers off a plumber.
Yeah, I was like, there's only so many famous sports players you can think of from that era. So it's like,
Well, Homer's in 1923. I mean, that screams Babe Ruth.
well,
All right, Ben, here's your final question. This is a wild card. How many of the 6 top-selling albums between the years 1956 and 1975 were soundtracks based on Broadway musicals?
Now that sounds more like a trivia question.
How many between what years? Sorry.
1956 and 1975.
Okay.
Well, he's got a 1 in 6.
Yeah, he's got a 1 in 6 chance. Well,
1 in
I mean,
7
there's-
chance,
there's
technically.
basically 19 years there, so there's up to 19 options. How many soundtracks?
No, it's-
well, no,
out of 6. Out of
How many
6.
How many of the 6 top-selling albums between the years 56 and 75 were soundtracks based on Broadway musicals?
Okay, maybe that's
Yeah,
where
so
I
you
got
got a 1 in 7 chance.
It's gotta be a trick.
I'll guess like. No, I'm gonna guess 5.
I would say
5 is incorrect.
Damn it.
Joey, you say 0. That's incorrect. Who
I would
else
say
has a guess?
I'd say 6.
6 is correct.
Okay.
I would have went 6 for 6 that card. Ain't some shit.
Okay.
Hey, Ben, you're now leading the way. You went 4 out of 6. That's the
Yeah,
way
y'all suck. Y'all suck.
Ben.
Sorry
And
for
then-
giving you such a hard card there, Ben.
And damn you and your 2 tough questions. Stonewall Jack. I can't remember Stonewall Jack. Jesus Christ.
Of the cakewalk of authority.
Well, mother.
Good luck, Pickles.
I just turned the Kraken game on. They're already losing.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Release the
All right,
Kraken.
Nichols. Which card would you like?
Oh, you have so many versions. Give me the Genesis edition. Those ones are interesting
I got
sometimes.
version 1 through. Which one you want? 1 through 5.
3. Why not? What's the year limit on
All
that
right,
one?
3.
It was what, 94, I think?
3 was made in 94.
Hey, I was alive for this set.
All right. What televangelist visited a house of ill repute with a sign in the window that read, "Positively no refunds after 15 minutes"?
Is this a real life event or a reference to something?
No, that was a real life event.
It really happened.
Billy Graham?
That's what it was.
It was not Billy Graham.
I would have figured it was Jimmy Swaggart.
That's who it was.
Like I say, when I think of prostitutes and evangelicals, I think of Jimmy. I think of old Swaggy P.
Yeah, Billy Graham seems a little nicer than that.
He's a little too moral.
Really?
Billy Graham got out under the 15-minute mark, so it didn't count.
Yeah.
All right, Sergeant Pickles, arts and entertainment. What 2 27-year-old rock stars died within 16 days of each other in 1970?
I want to say it was Joplin and Hendrix, right?
Joplin and Hendrix is correct.
Hey, look at me. I know something.
Okay, here's history question. What state did Britain leave in 1948, letting Arabs and Jews fight over it?
Oh, come on.
In 1948?
In 1948.
It's not even the year.
Based on the context of the question, I'm going to have to say Israel.
Fighting over something. What are they fighting over? They're still fighting over today.
Yeah, I'm going to have
It
to say.
wasn't-
Are you asking about a specific
wasn't-
part of the country or the whole country?
It was the country, but it wasn't Israel. It was the other one.
They
Palestine?
still fighting today.
It was Palestine.
No, we'll take
Same,
that.
same.
Yeah, the same thing.
I know, we'll take that.
Yeah,
Here's your-
I want a point on that.
I'll give it to you. I just found it was
Yeah.
Palestine.
I'd give him that one.
Here's science and nature. Which hand on a right-handed person sports the faster growing fingernails?
We got a 50-50 shot at least.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Left, why not?
right it is.
It's like, what the fuck question is that?
How is that that's not even like a common knowledge question. Like, how the hell?
How many of these are really common knowledge questions?
Well, at least like 1948 world history, I can have a chance.
I want statistical proof about that question too, Jeff.
It grows 0.001 inch a month faster, obviously.
Physical
God.
proof. What's
Interesting.
your dominant hand? Which fingernail do you clip the most? Your dominant hand or your regular hand?
Joey, some of us grow out our Coke fingers, our Coke fingernails. You know.
Polite pass.
All right, here is your sports and leisure. What tennis star refused to aid Germany's bid for the 2000 Olympics for fear of a fascist
Fascist.
resurgence? Yeah, I can't talk today.
What German
What tennis star refused to aid Germany's bid for the 2000 Olympics for fear of a fascist resurgence?
Only German tennis player I can even name is Franz Beckerbauer. Probably not him.
Well, it was not him. It was the other one. Does anybody
I
remember
don't
him
know
from
the other one.
Fuck
Boris
no.
Becker?
Boris
Wasn't-
Becker?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did know another one.
That's the only one I knew.
All right, here's your wild card. What theme park did French critics dub a cultural Chernobyl?
Euro Disney?
Euro Disney is correct.
That's awesome.
Sounds like something I'd say about it too.
Sergeant, you got 3 out of 6.
That's
Oh,
respectable.
look at Pickles over
That's
there.
respectable.
All right, Joey, which card would you like?
I don't care. Give me. I don't care. Just reach back there and grab one.
All right, this one, oh, I got 2. Let me put that one back. All right, this is Genesis 3.
All right.
Who's been given the Nero Award, Kennedy Prize, Presidential Medal of Freedom, Nobel Peace Prize, and Albert Schweitzer Award?
Good God.
I can remember.
A hero?
Dude, I can actually remember Jimmy Carter winning a few of those awards, but I don't think he won them all. I'll just say Jimmy Carter because I know he's won a few of them. I don't know if he's won them all.
It was not Jimmy Carter. Does
N-
anybody
n-
else have
Name them all again.
the Nehru Award, the Kennedy Prize, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Nobel Peace Prize, and Albert Schweitzer Award?
That's got to be Obama, isn't it?
It's too early for Obama.
Yeah. Other one I could think of was Jimmy Carter. I mean, he's won a few of those.
I'll say Gandhi.
All right, now let's think of someone without a penis.
Golda Meir. Margaret Thatcher.
Keep trying. Who's probably one of the most famous women of all time?
Oh,
Mother Teresa.
Robert Thatcher.
Oh, Mother Teresa. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. God damn, that's quite a list. It was like, holy shit.
You don't even know what I was going to say when you said think of somebody without a penis.
Can I point out that everybody got all these simple cards, and then it comes to me.
Not everybody. One person got a simple card.
Fuck off.
All right, Joey, here's your arts and entertainment.
This card was just very regionally specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
What future pop star earned $50 a game as a Laker girl?
Oh, jeez.
Huh.
Really? A future pop star.
Well, it narrows it down to a pop star from LA.
Future pop star that earned $50 a game. Damn.
Look into his eyes. He's been telling lies.
That don't help me either.
He's a cold-blooded snake. What's that other song she had?
It's Cold-Hearted Snake.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What was the other one she had? Like, opposites attract.
Well, she's had a lot of hits.
Right. Well, I just remember a couple of them.
I couldn't name one of her songs if you gave me 1 out of 3 chances. I bet.
I'm drawing a blank. I'll just say Katy Perry because I have no idea.
She's
It was not
forever
Katy
your
Perry.
girl.
There you go. Yeah.
Who was it?
It
Well,
was Paula Abdul.
Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Ah.
All
Huh.
right, here's your history question. What May 4th, 1970 event sparked a student strike on campus throughout the U.S.?
Oh,
That exact day
That
and
was
year
that-
is
that was
my
that-
mom's
that was that
birthday,
kid-
so I know what this is.
that's the demonstration at Kent State. So that
That was where Nick Saban was that day. That is correct. All right, science and nature. What part of an elephant boasts 100,000 muscles?
His penis.
probably his trunk.
Trunk is correct. Sports and leisure. What Chicago Bulls basketball player wears jersey number 23?
Do you what?
What in
That,
the hell
that's Michael Jordan.
is that goddamn question?
That's
That
Michael
is
Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That is so dumb.
Where's
What
my
a
camera?
Little over.
It's
What
right
a
there, people. Look, you can see.
Why'd you
What
give
a-
Joey the kids edition card?
I'm just telling you. I'm just reading them as they tell me.
Joey's
Lies, lies
Give
and
him a
slander.
break. Give him a
Jeez,
break.
what's the next question? What color is blue?
The next one's just as easy. What magazine publisher noted, "He who dies with the most toys win"?
That's an actual Joey question because I sure as hell don't know, and he does. I bet you.
I don't even know what the question is.
What magazine publisher noted, "He who dies with the most toys wins"?
Oh God, that sounds like something Forbes magazine would put in. So I'll say Forbes.
Malcolm Forbes.
That makes sense.
You went 4 out of 6.
Good job, Joey.
All right, Hillbilly, which card would
On
you
a
like?
legit card. On a legit card, not what
Yeah,
color it is.
yeah. What Chicago Bull wears number 23, and you're gonna sit there and say that's a legit card.
Hey, no, yeah, Mike has had it pretty rough here the past few days. We better,
Yeah, I'm just bad luck.
just draw it. Yeah.
Hey, B Digits is out there. B Digits, you want to come play?
I put the link in there if somebody else wants to come in.
I'll take Genesis 3 there.
Genesis 3. Here we go, Hillbilly. This was going to be Joey's card because I grabbed 2, but people and places. What island is known as the Republic of China?
Would that be Taiwan?
That would be
Gee.
Taiwan.
Jesus
Ask us
Christ.
this question in 10 years. It'll be the artist formerly known as Taiwan.
All right, arts and entertainment. What cartoon character rode a horse named Horse? Don't overthink it. Think of a cartoon character rode a horse named Horse.
Yosemite Sam? I don't know.
No, it wasn't Yosemite Sam.
Oh, this should be so easy too. Fuck.
Does anybody know?
I got nothing.
I'm blanking. I keep thinking of Hi Ho Silver.
I know what it is.
Yeah, this should be simple. This should be really simple. And
Either that or Mr. Ed.
No.
I don't think a horse rode a horse.
Yeah, I know, but that's just where my brain's going for old timey TV shows with horses.
yeah, I have no idea either. I can't think of it.
Hold on. I'm thinking. I think I knew this. I know I do.
Say the Lone Ranger rode Trigger. I
Yeah.
think.
Think of a Canadian Royal Mountie.
Fuck me.
Oh!
Dudley
I got
Do Right.
Dudley Do Right.
Hey.
Damn it.
All right, here's your history question, Hillbilly. What outfit did Jean Nidetch form after she worried of buying size 44 dresses?
Say that again.
What outfit did Jean Nidetch form after she worried of buying size 44 dresses? What did she create after that?
That's probably pretty simple. I don't
Yeah,
know.
this word, the way it's worded,
It's got to be real simple.
because it says outfit, so you're thinking of a clothing. It's not clothing. What did she discover? What did she create after she worried of buying size 44 dresses?
They're in every Walmart. They're in every store. What department? How's that?
I have. I don't know, girdles. I don't know, man. I don't know. You gotta tell me, guys.
What do you think it is, Joey?
I was going to say plus size.
No, it's not plus size.
I was going to say a tarp.
You up in here, buddy? I'm
A moo.
Is it
I was
changing
gonna say
rooms?
she created a corset or something, like recreated it to like extract to make people look smaller.
Yeah, see, and that's the problem. This card is worded wrong because it says what outfit. So you're thinking a girdle, you're thinking a moo. No, she is the creator of Weight Watchers.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it
that's like
should
the
be one
old
product.
timey way to use
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah, that's why I said. Yeah, what did she discuss? Yeah, not clothing wise. It was Weight Watchers.
That card was written by a 1920s cattle rustler. This here outfit.
That's her. That's
It's
her.
It sounds like something
Ain't
else.
from up the holler.
Time that she was.
All right, Hillbilly. Here's a science and nature, and you got a 1 in 3 chance. Where was the transistor invented? Britain, Japan, or the U.S.?
The transistor.
Yep.
Transistor. I want to say the U.S.
Way to go.
I knew it wasn't Japan.
But
Yeah,
like,
I almost went with Great Britain just because it was the oddball out of those ones, just for some reason.
what
All right.
What was that they used before integrated circuits? It was like some kind of. It was like an integrated circuit, but it wasn't made out of silicone. I forget what it was called.
These vacuum tubes and relays.
Yeah, and it was some other shit.
That's what I do all day. I actually work on electric circuits.
Okay.
It
Oh,
was
you're
called
one
a
of those-
tin can of the string.
You're one of those IT nerds, huh?
No, I work on CNC machine controls for
Ah.
Boeing.
Nice, man. Do you CNC there, Sergeant Pickles? Is that something you do? Or?
CNC maintenance, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That do you have to go into like some sort of mechatronics or something to learn that? How does the feller get into that?
So I'm actually in the last year of my 5-year maintenance technician apprenticeship. So
So you'll be a journeyman then.
yeah, I'll be a journeyman here in a year. It's a long apprenticeship, but there's a lot to learn.
No, I bet there's some dough behind it though. Once you get,
Yep.
yeah, I don't
Yep.
mind.
I train under journeyman.
Yep, good job.
That's awesome.
It's a good job.
Yeah,
Get to deal with big company politics, which suck, but you know.
that's like guys. You wouldn't believe the money guys make just running around clearing the jammed ATMs and stuff like that. And repairing ATMs and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm shocked that a lot of my friends that have basic degrees, they're struggling to find work, and other guys I know have trade skills and they're doing pretty well. Because a lot of people, I don't know how it is now, but I was told, oh, you got to go to college, and a lot of these trade skills don't have younger people coming in.
Yeah.
So you bet just walked in here and said she wanted to play around with me. And I said, okay, well, come on in and play around with us.
Oh, I
She
see.
said, "Sure, I want to play around with you, Joey. So I don't know what
She's saying
she meant.
sex.
One of these days, we got to rig it up so Yvette can play without helping Joey.
Pickles. I was in the Marine Corps there, right? Worked on Harriers. That's what I learned to do. Was
Yeah.
just an old grease monkey. Worked on airplanes, But 20 years ago, bro, I was making six figures. I was a single guy. I'll tell you, dude, I had the life, man. I was making six figures. I was single, and working for the airlines, you got your own. They just hand you your book of tickets. I just walk up to the counter right where I wanted to go. First class to Vegas, and I was there. I was there.
Yeah, I don't quite have that kind of perks.
Oh, you will. You'll get there, man.
Not a Husky fan.
Give it a couple years.
Don't you know?
All right.
I didn't go to UW. All the real Huskies have like high-end corporate jobs and hate their lives. I actually like what I do.
Hey, Hillbilly, you ought to get me first class tickets to Thailand. That's a 30-hour flight, and I really don't want to sit in.
Don't give Joey shit. Don't give Joey
Shit,
shit.
you'll sleep most of the time. You'll be comfortable in there and
Not
lay
in,
back.
not in economy. I won't.
You get liquor. It's international, so get the free booze and just fucking toss
Well,
it back.
and you'll get an area where you can lay down and sleep, so you don't have to worry.
And I bet the availability would probably be so cramped for me, man. They'd stick me on a jump seat up in the cockpit, and you wouldn't be able to sleep any on the way there.
All right, Hillbilly, here's your sports and leisure. What boxer actor claimed he tested positive for marijuana after someone blew smoke in his face while he was taking a beach run?
Wow, boxer actor.
Yep.
Knowing what we know now about marijuana, that's hilarious.
Right.
That's so dumb.
Boxer actor.
He actually fought Larry Holmes.
Huh?
He fought Larry Holmes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this is who it is. I know he had his own TV show, but it was George Foreman, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's not the one.
I feel like there's only really a few.
Does
Does
Mr.
anybody
T
else?
count because he was in Rocky?
Yeah, Mr. T.
No,
I would think it was Muhammad
Mr.
Ali.
T, Mr. T did not fight.
Was it?
They made a
Tyson?
documentary about it. I saw it.
They were about a drug test. Not was it Tyson?
It wasn't Tyson.
Muhammad Ali.
No.
I don't think being in The Hangover for Tyson counts as being an actor.
Oh, you never seen?
Technically.
Oh, go on Adult Swim at night and watch Mike Tyson Mysteries. That show is awesome.
He didn't
This guy fought Leon Spinks. He fought. That was probably his most. He fought James Douglas.
The only thing I think of is Norton.
Oh, Evander Holyfield.
No, Holyfield wasn't an actor.
Ben Norton?
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of is Norton.
After I tell you who this guy is, you'll know him. They call it Tex Cobb, but his real name was Randall Tex Cobb.
Okay.
Nope.
I mean, the running back for Kentucky.
No,
That's what I say, right? The guy that went to the Packers.
That's who I think of.
Similar, not the same.
You gotta love these questions like this.
All right, here's your last one. What type of physician is known around hospitals as a rear admiral? Don't overthink this.
come on, Marine.
Did you say what type of physician?
What type of physician is known around hospitals as a rear admiral?
The butthole doctor. What do they call him?
I think he said position.
You're not going to give him credit for butthole doctor, are you?
Well, that's what it is. He's a proctologist.
Well, motherfucker.
Hillbilly, you won 3 out of 6.
I knew it was
All right,
pathology, but
Credit for
Mike,
butthole
which one of
doctors.
these- Which one
Gotta
of
be
these
like
do you
the-
want?
That has to be the worst job.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. No, I got.
see you, Joe.
Hey,
All right, Joey.
Okay, see you later.
Thanks for coming.
Way to puss out, Joey.
I didn't really have time to come in. I just came in to answer cards and stuff. I ain't got much. I gotta go.
All right,
See you, buddy.
All right,
have
see you later.
fun. Ben, you know you'd be like on Seinfeld. If you're a proctologist, you'd have the license plate called Ass Man.
I probably would, but that's still got to be like the worst job in a goddamn hospital. That's got to be just the worst thing.
Hey, joke around all you want, guys, but it's one of the leading causes of death in men over the age of 50.
I don't know. I got a T-shirt that says, I got a T-shirt. I'll have to wear it one night on here. It says, I ain't a gynecologist, but I'll take a look.
Hmm.
You guys
It's
ever
up there with that female body inspector, female bikini
Nobody
inspector.
inspector.
did you guys ever ask a lady what's the difference between a good gynecologist and a great gynecologist?
Uh-uh.
I guess a good one goes like that, and a great one goes like that.
Jeez.
Oh God! And Ty Guy just got a strike.
This guy I knew. True story. He worked at one of the local convenience stores, and one night he was there by himself, and he said he was reading one of the magazines and just sitting back taking it easy. And he said all of a sudden in comes this man with a pantyhose over his head, and he come over and got a gun out and held me up. And he said the guy said empty all the cash in the cash register and get me a carton of Marlboros. And my buddy said, I emptied out the cash register and I got the Marlboros. But he said, I told the guy, I said, listen, I can't give you these Marlboros. It's a state law. I got to see an ID. And he said the guy pulled out his driver's license and showed me his ID. And he said, so I thought I'd see how far I would push it. And he said, I rang up the cigarettes and told him it'll be $31.97. And the guy said, well, here. And he took $40 out of the bag. He said, here's 40, keep the change. And he said, the guy was gone a few minutes. And he said, I called the police and the popo came. And the cops go, well, can you describe him? And my buddy goes, well, I can tell you his address. And the cop's like, well, how the hell do you know his address? He said, well, he wanted a carton of cigarettes, so I had to ID him, and he showed me his ID.
Jesus Christ, that is the epitome of the stupidest people in the world.
Like, so that reminds me of that World's Dumbest Criminals show.
Yeah. I told my buddy, you need to call them. You could be on there. I said, it's too bad you didn't have a video of it because that son of a bitch would go viral and you'd be a millionaire overnight.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I was like, it's smarter than the criminal to go, hey, empty the cash register. Oh, by the way, I want cigarettes. Give me some cartons. Take them too. But good God, I need your ID. Fucking idiot.
Mental Darwinism.
Fucking idiot.
P-digit is right. That's why they get caught. They're not smart. Exactly. All right,
Grab-
Mike.
grab- I picked 3 last time. I'll go 4 this time.
All right, here we go with 4. Hopefully this is an easier card. All right, this was made in 96. What's the only 100% Christian nation on Earth?
Oh, come on.
This is so simple, it ought to be illegal.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is Vatican.
Vatican City it is.
Allegedly.
Like I say, if it's anything else. I kept thinking it might be a trick question.
Yeah. Now, here's the arts and entertainment. This one would be easy, but I think you're a little too young. Who has been portrayed by Blair Brown, Jacqueline Smith, Robin Curtis, Jodie Farber, Mary Chris Wall, Rhoda Griffiths, and Wanin Clay?
I don't think I know a single one of those names.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah, you'd have been in the 60s and 70s to know these.
Joan of Arc.
No, that's a good guess.
That is a good guess, actually.
Martha
I'll give
Washington.
You a hint. Well, if that would have been your answer, you'd have been in trouble because my next hint I was going to give you was she was one of the most popular first ladies.
Martha Washington.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Martha.
Jackie Kennedy.
Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, oh well.
All right, here's your history question. What type of bomb sparked the use of the term thermonuclear war in the Cold War?
Atomic.
The other one,
This
What?
is
Hydrogen. I mean,
the hydrogen.
Hydrogen bomb.
see that's the thing though, right? Is you could have like a hydrogen bomb. What's the difference between the A bomb and
Yes.
right? It's fission and fusion. What if
Fission and fusion.
he
Yep.
said fusion bomb?
Then he would have been wrong because hydrogen is the fission one.
yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God. I have a headache.
No. Fission is splitting. Fusion is joining. Right? The H bomb takes hydrogen and forms helium. So you fuse two hydrogens to make helium.
I
Yeah.
think he's right on that one.
Nope, you
It's
are
fusion,
right.
That's why you use a really light element. Fission is separating, which is why you use a super dense element like plutonium.
And that, people, is why I'm not a physicist.
Yeah, exactly. Most people aren't for that reason.
All right, Mike. Here's the easiest question you're going to get on this card.
Easier than the first one.
Actually, it probably is. Believe it or not, this one's fairly easy. What three terms are represented in Newton's second law of motion? F equals ma.
Really?
What? It's not hard. I don't know if it's easier than the first one.
FEMA.
F is force, M is mass, and A is acceleration.
That is correct.
The other one was easier, but that wasn't too bad.
Now, this is a good question. I didn't know the answer, but this is a good question. How many holes are there in the original wiffle ball?
Again, that's just one of those pass-fail. You know it or you don't.
What the fuck?
Puget Sound.
It's like when people ask how many dimples on a golf ball. I know there's a number. I don't know what the hell it is.
What were they called before they were dimples?
Not a clue. Rocks.
Pimples. It had pimples.
Pimples, yep, they were out, not in.
Puget Sound.
that is incorrect.
24.
Divided by 3.
8. That's it.
Yeah,
It's not that many.
Oh well, no. It's they're considering each side of it as one whole or whatever. That argument.
see, I thought it was 12, so I would have got it wrong. I thought it was 12. Okay, here's your wild card. And remember, this is 1994 and back. Who said the one word that sums up a vice president's responsibility is to be prepared?
That's 3 words.
Well, when I tell you who the vice president is, you'll understand.
Gore.
No, the one before him.
I'm bad with vice presidents.
I'm trying to think who Bush's vice president. Quayle?
Yeah, remember he couldn't spell potato?
Right. You know, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, what a vice president said that? And I was thinking, well, damn, that's what LBJ, right? Like, because of Kennedy. But then I thought, well, no, he would have been president when he said that.
Yep. All right, Mike, you went 3 for 3 again. Now we're up to Ben.
Yeah,
Ben, you went 4
jeez.
out of 6. So which one are you going to go for this time?
Sorry, I was getting ow, fuck! I was getting a refill. Just pick randomly. Who gives a shit?
All right, we're going to pick this one here. What is it? Okay, Genesis 2.
Nah, I'm fucked.
What South American country controls Easter Island?
Oh, that would be it's Chile, I believe.
Yep.
Chile is correct. All right. How many holes are there in a bagpipe bag?
Ooh.
This one should be kind of easy too.
Yeah,
Maybe if you're Scottish.
yeah. I was like,
And actually-
this is not exactly a question I've ever asked myself or researched. I'm not like, oh, bagpipes.
We'll
Let's
take all
go.
the
You
bits
never woke
sticking
up
out.
one day and said, "I'm going to learn the bagpipes today."
Let's see, you got that?
No, that has not been an instrument of choice of mine. I have guitars, and the most I've ever looked past that is ukulele.
Just think how many bits are sticking out.
Yeah, like
You
you
know-
got the only part you
Well,
bought.
yeah, but I can't just picture that off the top of my head. I'm just gonna go 8.
No.
Now, if that's how many holes were in the original wiffle ball. Does anybody know?
I'm
It's either
thinking
4
it's
or 5.
Yeah.
I will say 6.
It's either 4 or 5.
All right. Mike, one of those are correct. Let's see how your 50-50 is today. Which one do you think it is?
He's like, fuck you.
I'd say 5.
Holy cow, you got it right, Mike. Your 50-50s are working tonight.
Yeah.
I wasn't that far off. I'm just like, that's not exactly something I've ever lost.
There's the
sleep
one you
over.
blow in,
One-
the 3 chanters, and that, or no, the 3 drones, and then the 1 chanter that you actually play. That's 5.
all right.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of Scottish people up in the Northwest. You should know this.
You know,
Well,
I used to
not,
make
not,
the-
not the normal Northwest.
Yes,
Pickles,
if
I
you want to
used to make
describe
my grandpa
Oregon as
mad.
normal Northwest.
I haven't lived there in 18 years, so it was normal back then.
Yeah.
my mom's dad was Scottish. And he stood all of maybe 5'3". I mean, he was just a little guy.
Oh, you're talking about
We used
Sam.
I used to piss the hell out of him because I always told him, I said, you know, I always respect the Scottish. Any group of men who want to fight in a skirt, that takes some balls. And my grandpa used to get, it's not a skirt, it's a
It's a
kilt.
kilt.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. I hiked 93 miles in 9 days in a kilt.
Well, the best part of the kilt is that you can air out the boys pretty easy.
Yeah, you got air
Yeah.
conditioning. Yeah.
See, I kind of cheated. I didn't go
Next
true
question.
commando because it was a little cold at altitude.
All right. Ben, are you ready for your history question?
No, but sure, why not?
How many stars does an American general of the Army wear?
General?
How many stars does an American general of the Army wear?
4.
No. I thought it was 5,
I
wasn't it?
thought you was in the Army.
Well, no,
Hasn't
five,
been one since the
well,
war.
there's a difference between a 5-star general and a 4-star general.
General of the Army.
Yeah. A
They
4-star.
haven't had one since, what, Patton?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, well, a normal general is a 4-star.
Yeah,
general.
but he's not the general of the Army.
Well, yeah, then it would be 5. But yeah, there's only technically been the 1.
Am I on the right track or am I losing it?
I thought it was
Oh, am
5.
I losing it too? Maybe I'm losing it too. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
like
'cause it
really
was-
over fucking thinking this bullshit.
Well, it was Patton
Hold on
and
one
Nimitz,
second.
right? They haven't had 5 stars since World War II.
Exactly, and he was the
Yeah.
general. He was the general of the army, but in general, it's just 4-star. 5-star was only that unique situation. To a
Yeah.
degree.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's in the wording. It's not a general in the Army. It's a general of the Army.
Yeah. That's why I was like, yeah. That's where I was torn. I was like 5, 4. I was like, oh.
I don't think there's ever been a 5-star.
Well, it had. It was Patton.
Oh,
He
yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
they've
the
had
general
5-star.
of the army during World War II and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like a Marine general. I don't think.
No.
there's a
Oh
5-star.
no,
they've
not,
never-
not definitely not with the Marine. No one's
They've
gonna give
never
the
had a
Marines that much
5-star
power.
Marine.
No one's giving the Marines that much power.
You're right.
That's where you're wrong, sir. You think we need stars for that?
Strong backs, weak minds, man. Strong
Yeah.
backs.
All
weak
right.
minds.
The correct answer was 5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the loss on that because yeah, it was in the wording, and I kind of second guessed myself on the wording. I'll take the loss on that one. That's fine.
Hold on one more second, guys.
God damn it, Jeff! Get your shit together.
Hey, I'm sorry, everybody has questions tonight.
Well, hey guys, what's anybody got cooking this weekend? Anybody got anything fun going on this weekend?
I'm thinking about cooking a tenderloin.
That looked like what you was eating earlier there.
Yeah, it was just some pulled pork. I'm smoking almost every weekend.
You into making beer or anything like that? You do craft beer or anything like?
No, it seems too hard.
Yeah.
I don't, but some good friends of mine have like 3 batches going right now.
Yeah, that is a commit. It is a bit of a commitment. You gotta.
Yeah, it's a few months minimum.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
I don't.
Here
drink
you go,
beer, so-
Ben. Art and literature.
Great.
What's the name of the 100-eyed giant of Greek mythology?
Oh God.
100 eyes.
Yes.
Yep.
I know the name, but I can't think of it. Though. You've heard of it before.
God. Oh, this is one of those questions where it's like, yeah, you know it. As soon as you hear it, you're gonna hate yourself.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it's something that's, yeah, you would have heard it at some point.
exactly. It's one of those ones you know it. You just
It's do you remember it or not?
Yeah.
Because you know it.
Yeah.
It's just do you remember.
no.
If I tell you it begins with an A, does that help?
I don't remember what it is.
Begins with a what?
It begins with the letter A.
Hey, oh God, no, I still don't. I don't remember what it is though.
Anybody know what the name of the 100-eyed giant of Greek mythology was?
The only Greek giant that starts with an A I can think of is Atlas, but I don't think that's it.
No.
It's not it.
It's like I can't think of what it is at all.
It's
I'm drawing a
Argus.
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 Oh,
Right.
Isn't that
Ugh.
isn't that a welding gas supply?
It's Kraken tied the game. Sorry.
All right, Ben,
They were down 3-1 and they tied it. Come on now.
Ben, here's your science and nature.
fantastic.
What does a pullet become on her first birthday?
What does a what? Sorry.
What does a pullet, Pullet, what does a pullet become on her first birthday? I bet Hillbilly knows this one.
I'm like, I'm literally just thinking in my head. I'm like, I have no fucking idea. to be honest. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm like not even bullshitting this. I have like actually no idea. No idea.
Never heard that before?
I don't think so. Surprisingly, which science and shit I'm usually okay at, but yeah, I don't think I don't think I've ever heard this to my
Is
knowledge.
this relevant to Kentucky?
No.
It's relative.
It's relevant. It's relevant to farming, though.
Yeah, it's relevant.
Maybe that's why I'm not a farmer, even though I live in a lot of country areas. I'm not. Yeah, maybe that's probably why.
Because it starts its life as a chick, and then it becomes a pullet, and then what does
Yeah.
it become?
Yeah, I was right.
No.
Yeah.
It's a hen.
It's a hen.
Yep.
It's a hen. Yep.
Okay,
I thought it was hen, but I wasn't sure.
I don't think I'd ever heard the term pull it. That's why I was like, oh, I have no fucking idea, to be
I
honest.
mean, granted, my dad's side of the family were farmers, but still, I'm a city boy and I knew that.
See, and
Son Pickles, your attitude right now. I don't know about this.
Hey, I'm just telling the truth, man.
all right. Well, here's a question for you guys. Since a young female chick is called a pullet, what is a young male called?
Oh,
A little cock.
That's what I was going to say.
I like that guess. It's incorrect.
That's what
I said, Jake, that's a young turkey.
Oh,
it's the same thing as like a deer, isn't it?
We got McDonald's here.
Mm-hmm. I'm on my way.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it, Jeff? It's like another name for a deer too.
It's cockerels.
Cockerels. Okay.
Geez, Brian, just get a GoPro. It'd be easier.
I know.
Cockroach.
I'm spinning around.
You need
What's up,
like
guys?
gyro stabilized cameras. Giving me like serious vertigo.
All right,
All right.
give me my last
That's
unfortunate
not
question.
helping.
Here's your last one. This is sports and leisure, and you've probably eaten at least 100 of these in the last 3 years.
Oh, don't give confidence where confidence isn't due.
If it's pizza rolls, you are correct.
How
That
many
would be
layers?
incorrect. That would be incorrect.
How many layers await the Lucky Chomper? Well, Brian will know this. So if you need help, I'll let you call Brian. Okay,
Gotcha.
Brian can help you on this. How many layers await the Lucky Chomper of a Big Mac? So how many layers are on a Big Mac?
Sing the song, man.
6.
More than that.
It's more than 6.
Oh, well, I was just going patty.
Does
Patty
sauce
and
count
bun.
as a layer?
Yeah, I was like, that's what I was trying to think. I'm like, if you're thinking of
You
layer,
got
layer.
a bun. You got a little bit of lettuce.
Well, yeah, if you're counting lettuce, I don't count that as a. I'm gonna
That's
go.
a
I'm gonna go
letter.
8. I'll go 8. I'll go 9.
Keep going.
10.
Keep going.
Jesus Christ, I haven't had a Big Mac in like 3 years.
100.
Sing the song, right? You
Two
got-
all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. On a sesame seed bun, there's three buns. So
Three
it'd be
buns.
10.
Three
Yeah, I
buns,
was
2
going 3
patties.
patties. I was going 3 patties, 3 buns, and then.
No, 3 buns, 2 patties.
Two all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. That'd be 10.
Now, listen. There are 3 buns, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Each bun has 2 hamburgers, so that's 5.
Yes.
2 of the buns come with lettuce, so that's 2 rounds of lettuce you're going to have.
Oh, 2 rounds of lettuce. So.
You got 2 rounds of pickles.
Right.
You got 2 rounds of onions. And then you got 2 rounds of special sauce.
Oh,
It comes in 13.
This sounds like my 13-year-old nephew trying to explain new math to me.
I don't feel bad about not knowing that answer.
Brian,
That's a lot.
I'll
McDonald's,
take the loss on that happily because I haven't had a Big Mac again in like 3 or 4 years at least. So,
Oh,
been longer than that for me.
Yeah, it's been at least 72 hours for me.
¿Dónde estás, Big Mac?
¿Dónde estás, Big Mac?
hey, what do they call the quarterback?
Grande Mac?
What do they call the quarter pounder in France?
Yeah, no, what do they call? Why do they call it?
Royale with cheese.
A Royale with cheese.
Well, they call it the Grand Royale avec fromage, to be precise.
again, I'm not ashamed to miss that question. That's probably a good thing because if you can actually honestly answer that wholeheartedly, knowing it, you
I've
probably
had a
need to
grand
stop
total
eating
of-
Big Macs.
Jeff, it might make you upset. I think I've had a grand total of 2, maybe 3 Big Macs my whole life.
Oh, wow.
You a fillet of fish?
It's not my
guy?
thing, man. It's all bun. I don't need all bun in my life.
Yeah. Oh, I love filet of fish, Hillbilly, but they don't sell filet of fish down here.
Yeah. It's okay if they go easy on the tartar sauce, man. They always do the overkill on the sauce, though.
Oh, I
have
love
to
that
make,
though because I dip my fries in the tartar sauce. I like tartar sauce on my fries for some reason.
At
If you think
McDonald's
about
in
it,
France, they have a quesadilla. It's very strange.
France has a bunch of weird shit. We've been there twice. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
they have
Now-
macaroons too. Those are pretty
I mean,
good.
If you think about it, the Big Mac, the special sauce is just Thousand Island dressing. Really.
Don't say that.
That's all,
It's
that's
special.
all it goddamn is.
Everybody gets to be special, including the sauce.
Now, you guys want to hear something funny that they sell at McDonald's here? They sell a 2-piece McNugget.
What? Why?
Peace.
I'm like, a 2-piece McNugget? I drop more than them on the fucking floor while I'm eating my 20-piece.
They're going to be gigantic nuggets.
I'm
Hey.
like, who the hell orders a 2-piece nugget? I'm not even going to the McDonald's for a 2-piece.
Man,
Hey,
Brian,
I'm not
Brian's
looking
down there
over for
running red lights and stuff.
Hey there, Jeff and Mike.
Yeah, he's like rubbing through shit.
I bet they don't know who the Hamburglar is. or
Of course, I know who the Hamburglar is.
Hamburglar, the
Everybody
Grimace.
does.
right?
Hamburglar was awesome because he was
Mhm.
super sketchy, but you still wanted to be friends with him for some reason.
Rubble.
He just trying to get
Wobble.
trying to get his hands on a burger, man. That's all.
You know, the
I can't
best
name
though.
any of the other ones except for the Hamburglar and Grimace.
All right, so that was
How
a
many-
2 or
how
3
many-
out of 6, I think, on my end.
2 out of 6. How many people on here besides Hillbilly and maybe Mike know who Wimpy is?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
well,
He will,
He's Popeye's
he
friend, the
will
one that
gladly he will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, oh fuck, Wimpy,
I've heard
Wimpy,
that.
Wimpy. Yeah.
Wimpy. Yep, Popeye's. What was it? Popeye's brother-in-law? No, Popeye's friend.
yeah, like I say, I don't think they were
Friend,
a relation.
No,
I can't remember, like, though, in the movie, I think, you know, like in the movie with Robin Williams, they might have had a relation or something in that movie. Maybe. I can't remember. You know, but that was the first movie I saw when I was a little kid, I think. I was like 4 or 5 years, like it was in 77, 78. Robin Williams and Popeye is the first movie I saw in the movie theater when I was a kid.
you know what I was embarrassed about when I was a little kid, and you probably remember this, Hillbilly. I used to watch a cartoon, Speedy Gonzales.
Andale, andale,
Oh,
andale.
yeah,
And every
yeah,
time,
yeah,
every
exactly.
time he would get to running, he'd go Arriba, Arriba. So I always thought Arriba meant faster, but Arriba means get up. So I'm sitting here going, why the hell does the little bastard yell "get up" every time he runs?
Get up, quickly, yeehaw.
All right, Sergeant Pickles, which card would you like?
Let's go number 5.
Number 5. Here we go. This card right here.
What year is this? Like 97?
This is 2000.
Oh, hot dang.
What European nation calls its police Gardae?
Is it Garda with an A at the end?
AI at the end.
Oh, it's Ireland either way.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Arts and entertainment. What martial arts spoof was the last Chris Farley movie to be released during his lifetime?
Oh. Shoot. I can picture it. I don't know. I can't come up with a name. I got nothing. Shaolin Soccer.
No. Does anybody remember
I
what
can't think of the
martial
name of
arts?
the dang thing.
Was
I've
it
only
like
seen it like
Beverly
once.
Hills Ninja or something?
It was Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah,
Oh, like,
that's
it's gonna be
it.
so easy. Fuck.
Yeah.
My roommate Pete was on Liberty in San Diego when they were shooting that movie, and he was walking on the street, and, you know, when they were shooting that movie, and he got to talk to Chris Farley. Man, you remember he was wearing like that really loud, like a zebra coat jacket or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
He got a picture with him in that jacket.
Very
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Nice.
All right. Here's your history question. What V word tops the U.S. Medal of Honor for both the Army and the Air Force?
What's that?
What V word
Oh,
tops
with
the U.S.
with
Medal
Valor,
of Honor?
yeah.
Valor.
the Navy one doesn't have it, right?
Yeah, that,
Right.
that
Fairly
was
certain
pretty.
doesn't.
That was pretty easy. That one was pretty easy.
You know, my
I wrote
brother-in-law,
That's because in the Navy they're all bottoms.
he was a Marine, and he won a Silver Star in Fallujah, right? You know, when that was going down in Iraq and all that, when they were first taking it over.
Right.
Well, he was a security detail for some Army guys. You know, he was a Marine. It was like some sort of communications unit.
Are you
Anyway,
talking about Florent Groberg?
no, his name was Lonnie Young.
Oh, I'm Major Florent Groberg, who got one in Iraq, Medal of Honor. I met him. He's a cool guy.
Well, you know, this was just a Silver Star. You know,
Ah, okay.
You could say just a Silver Star. But anyway, you know, it's like
Don't downplay Silver Stars or anything like
what,
No,
what,
it's
what,
that.
yeah, here's the thing, though, right? It was like they came under fire. He saved a bunch of guys. Took a, you know, he got hit and kept firing, and you know, helped those guys get out of there. Well, anyway, saved a bunch of guys. He's a hero. The Army commander he was assigned with there put him in for a Silver Star. he got awarded a Silver Star. When he went back to his Corps unit, they stripped him of the Silver Star, and they gave him a Bronze Star with a Valor device.
Stupid.
Think of that, man.
Well, the Army's known for that. We were supposed to get some star medals too for our shit too, and they were like, "No, we're just giving it to a couple commanders in your unit, not to everyone." We're like, the commanders even were like, "No, everyone deserves it," and we all got fucked out. We all got fucked out of them. They were like, "No, we're not doing that." And we're like,
Well, I mean, he had it awarded, the commission and everything, and his Marine Corps commander, when he got back to his unit, went back retroactively and had him stripped from it and awarded a Bronze Star. Think of that, man. I told him, he got shot and got messed up pretty bad, his right shoulder. He got out and came home. I told him, I said, man, you've got the warrant there where they issued it for you. You've got the generals, all this stuff. I was like, brother, I'd rock that medal everywhere I went. But,
AP Digits, thanks for coming, man. You have a great night, and tell your father
Good night.
thanks for his service.
Take it easy.
oh, yeah, nice there, P Digits, yeah. Your dad, yeah, way to go, man.
"Hell yeah, America."
All right, Sergeant.
Man, thank you guys, man. We all may gripe about the country a lot and what's wrong with it.
You got to care about something to be mad about it.
Be bitching about it, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sergeant Pickles, here's science and nature. What ancient Greek Earth Mother is linked to the New Age view of our planet as a living organism?
I'm guessing that'd be Gaia.
That would be Gaia. Here is sports and leisure. What celebrated drag racing champ of the 70s was famed for driving a hot pink car?
Oh, God. I want to say like Dawn Sweeney, but that doesn't sound right. I don't know.
It's a female.
Oh, then no. No, I can't think of it.
Daniela Sweeney. I don't know.
It was Shirley Muldowney.
Oh, I didn't know that name.
All right, here's your wild card. And remember, this was in 2000. What 55-year-old, shortly after meeting 30-year-old Catherine Zeta-Jones, sweetly confessed, "I want to father your children"?
Really?
Hey, I can just read from the card.
Really?
All I can do is read from the card.
It's the only guess I got. Is it like Richard Gere?
Oh,
No.
come on.
Michael Douglas.
Oh, okay. I
Michael
don't know.
Douglas.
I do not keep up with celebrity couples.
I don't either, but there's been so many memes and jokes and shit about that over the years that it's just become ingrained in my mind. I'm the worst when it comes to like pop culture and shit like
I
that.
understand this was 20-something years ago, but like my wife watches a lot of those tabloid shows, and I cannot stand them. I avoid them like the plague.
I do too. That's why when he asks questions about certain things, I'm like,
Yeah,
I have no fucking idea.
I
Absolutely.
not a clue.
All right,
Brian's having a seizure over there. It looks like.
Nah, he's at the drive-through, man. He's good.
Yeah.
Brian's at the drive-thru.
Camera flipping around all over the place.
That's what I
Wait a
said.
minute,
We
that
got to
looks
give
like
him
a
like
Wendy's.
$20. He can get one of those iPhone like gimbal rigs so it doesn't rotate.
I think he's at Wendy's.
Man, the spicy chicken sandwich is one of the best sandwiches you can get.
What kind of fancy Wendy's you got? My shit doesn't look like that.
Yeah, you need to be. Maybe he's at Arby's. Maybe he's going fancy tonight. Fancy.
Going the meats.
I'm sorry, did you just use the word Arby's and fancy in the same sentence?
And you can go fuck yourself. Those are the best curly fries there are outside of Jack in the
No,
Box.
you can like it. Do not call it fancy.
Hey, any
Okay.
place that has
Okay.
a sport, if you can eat with the sport, that's fine dining.
Oh, good lord.
Well, that's Taco Bell.
I'll take that.
It's like I don't eat out anymore. I have not eaten out in weeks. So
All right, Brian, where are you? What fast food place are you at?
I was at Burger King, but then I found out they were closed, so we're going to Wendy's.
There you go.
I told
What
you guys.
time
well,
is it?
Wendy's a better
Wait,
choice than Burger King.
Oh,
Wendy's is a better choice than Burger King.
Where are you
Hey.
that somewhere is closed at 11:39?
Florida, everything is. I don't know why. Like, my Publix is closed at 10. These fast food places closed at 11 or 12.
Where are all the crackheads gonna get their snacks at midnight?
Yeah.
Shit.
Taco Bell.
I guess.
Is it like some dead guy day or something?
I mean, I think I guess the only place around here that's open 24 hours I want to say is McDonald's.
You owe Burger King a favor for being closed because at least you're not getting Burger King. You're getting Wendy's.
Right.
So that's a plus.
Yeah,
The only thing I like is their drinks. That's all I get.
their chicken
Burger
fries. are
Burger King
okay.
otherwise is just like ugh.
This is where my
Shit, here you can stop at 700 different taco joints right now.
This
Yeah.
way, man.
Jeff, we're not talking about Mexico City here.
This way you want some sliders,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. We're gonna make a video. We'll make a video, Jeff, of what's available open night at midnight in Iowa, and we'll see. We'll drive around
The
with
town
like,
closes down. The town is closed by midnight.
exactly. We're gonna be like, yeah, God.
we're closing. We used to close.
Them-
COVID killed all these places, I think.
But you got to think in Iowa by 9 o'clock, all the farmers are in bed.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
get up in the morning.
Well,
But in Iowa, to be a town, all you need is a bar.
Yeah, but in Iowa, I assume all the farmers went to bed, but all the drunks just got up.
Well, that's true.
True. Yeah.
hey, maybe go to Subway. Apparently, they still open late, according to Justice Smollett.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm
Burn.
happier not.
Burn. Burn.
Look that up. I don't even know.
So, Brian, did you get your Wendy's?
I'm about to. It's right next to it, so I'm like a minute away.
How many cars ahead of you there, Brian?
I can't see yet, but usually I'm the only one. There's only 2 or 3.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
Wendy's, I always go with the smaller size Baconator.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get. What
Oh.
should I? Like,
I
I
love
go-
their I love
I
their
love-
grilled chicken.
I like that spicy chicken, man. Get the spicy chicken with the bacon on it. Oh,
Yeah, the bacon ranch chicken is pretty good. That's pretty decent too.
I'm definitely gonna get a drink, then I'll figure out what to.
Get chili.
Yeah, they got good chili.
Yeah, I like the chili.
Oh, you got to get the free mini frosty tag too, man. I keep that on.
Oh, yeah.
We're just making him hungry. He's gonna have like a $40 fucking Wendy's bill. He's like, yeah.
Order the whole menu. That'd be pretty cool.
$20 at Wendy's ain't much these days.
No, it's not.
I mean,
No,
they
it's
used to
not.
have the thing where you got like a small burger, a couple of nuggets, some fries, and a frosty, and it was like $6.
Yeah, they had the dollar menu. They had
That's
the
great.
dollar.
They had the 4 for $4. They got rid
Yeah,
of that, I think.
I like
happened to
that.
that, man. Thanks, inflation.
It's
Well,
the
well, that was
I take
before.
4 for $8 these days.
That was before. That was before the mighty high school dropout decided he needed $15 an hour to flip a burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. That most meals now at any restaurant you go to, you get a combo, just a simple drink, fry, meal, a burger, whatever. Fucking $12-13.
I mean, I hate to say it, but to live in the region that I do, you better be making a lot more than 15.
Well, I don't want to hurt your guys' feelings, but I was sick yesterday and wasn't feeling good today, and my wife wasn't feeling that great. So today we ordered a 30-piece nugget, 2 fries, 2 drinks, and a chicken sandwich from McDonald's, and it was less than $7.
I'm going to,
God.
Not
Well, that
shocking.
sounds about right.
I mean, what did we pay that night? You paid for the meal, Jeff, in Mexico City when we had it was 4 meals, drinks, several like 2 or 3 beers. What did you pay? You paid
Oh, it was
for
like $12. It was like $12.
It's fucking cheap as shit. You know, it's
Yeah.
like we're like, okay, whatever. I wanted to pay half of it, and you're like, nah, I got this shit. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean,
big baller, Jeff, big baller.
Well, it's like you
yeah,
said,
whopping
as long as
13
you're
bucks.
retired there, it's good.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, hell, you can like at this time of night, man, you can go get 4 tacos right now for like $3, $2, $3. You know,
They still
and
have
it's real
at
steak.
least up here they have a decent amount of taco trucks. You can get like tacos for a dollar a piece, and they're pretty good. That's not bad.
Well, hold on 1 second.
I feel like every night that I get on, you guys get extra sidetracked when we're playing these things.
That's all right, man. That's the fun part about it.
Yeah, sometimes the conversation just goes completely off the rails.
That happens more often than you think.
Yeah, score update. Kraken Senators tied 3-3.
This order is taking a minute.
You know,
How much? How much?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Looks like
I
my
always
captain
get
will be
a
playing
large Diet Coke.
I like his style, Diet Coke. I like it. See, I don't feel ashamed when I order Diet
A
Coke.
10-piece
I drink
nugget?
Diet Coke. I don't feel
He'll take a
ashamed.
large chocolate frosty.
Yeah. What else do you have with the 10-piece nugget and the Diet Coke?
spicy nuggets.
Wait a minute.
Ranch.
Wait a second. Did you guys hear that order?
Thank
He wanted a 20-piece nugget, 2 goddamn hamburgers, a fry, and a Diet Coke.
5 tacos.
I hear that all the time. This is reminding me of that Family Guy where Stewie was with the cast of Star Trek and they're at the McDonald's window and they start making
Brian, take your tampon out and get a.
Fuck all of you right now.
Jeff,
Fuck all
what?
of you.
Why are you judging my man because he's trying to get dinner, breakfast, and tomorrow's lunch at once? That's efficiency.
But it's the Diet Coke.
Coke.
What's up with the Diet Coke?
Hey, man, that's personal
He's gonna
preference.
Don't hate on the Diet Coke. Stop hating on the Diet Coke. Stop
I'm not
He
going to lie.
drinks
I'm
it
a,
with
Coke,
his pinky out. Oh,
I'm a Coke Zero guy. I go with the sugar-free.
That's pretty much
Hey,
the same
hillbilly.
shit. It's
Well.
pretty much the same shit.
This
I
is
go with the
Hillbilly.
sugar-free. I go Coke Zero.
Yeah.
It tastes a little different. I don't know what it is.
Hillbilly,
It does
give
taste a little
Brian,
different.
give Brian the old Muffy with your little Diet Coke.
It's not our fault they didn't.
The Coke Zero does taste a tiny bit different from Diet Coke, but it's pretty much the same thing. But don't hate a man on Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's not our fault the South has just
I mean,
chosen
Diet
to
Coke.
call everything Coke. That's not our fault.
It is Coke. Everything's
It's
Coke.
not.
you want a Pepsi Coke, a Dr. Pepper?
that's not the South. That's Atlanta. Atlanta
Yeah.
does that,
Well,
not the
Georgia
South.
in general.
Yeah,
Jeff's in Mexico. Coke is a whole different thing down there.
Yeah. It
We
has
get
a
the
whole
Mexican
different meaning
Cokes
when you
here.
order Coke down here.
Yeah.
I always heard
Mexican Cokes, but they're all bottled.
I'm not a huge fan of Coke. I'm really not a huge fan of Coke. I just like the way it smells.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that one. Well, I'm gonna get going. It's about bedtime for me.
Hey,
No,
Mike,
you're
thanks
going?
for coming, man.
I'll see y'all later.
Take it easy.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
All right, Mike.
I know.
Now, that's Mr. Duggar's joke. Mr. Duggar always tells that joke. I'm not really a fan of Coke. I just like the way it smells.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be like, it smells differently depending on 1s, 5s, or 20s, or 100s.
I mean, that joke hits a little differently because we know you all lived through the 80s. Everyone had their little pocket mirror and long nail.
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you what, the 80s was friggin' awesome, dude. That's all I can say. When I was a kid, the 80s, everything was badass. The movies was awesome. The Saturday morning.
The music was awesome.
I'm not trying to hate on the movies, but
He didn't get curly fries. What the
I got
fuck?
ghost pepper. I've never tried this. It looks good though.
Ghost pepper? Oh, God.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to be very spicy.
I don't think he'll like it though.
Nothing
He's a
spicy.
man who drinks Diet Coke, so I don't know that he's gonna like those.
Well. I've had ghost pepper myself many times, especially in a couple challenges, and I'm
It
like,
tastes like
that shit will kill
it's
you.
spicy.
Hey, it's scientifically proven aspartame raises your estrogen levels, Brian.
Yeah, it does.
Well, that shit will also rape your asshole from inside out.
Especially with
If
those-
you have the actual
Yeah.
ghost pepper, it will
I need to stop
literally.
drinking it. I like it though, but I need to stop drinking it.
Oh, man.
All right, Colby's here. Colby, I thought you was going to bed, man.
Yeah, I thought about it, laid down, and then got up.
And then
He's
said,
like, I'm
"Oh,
not done
well,
talking shit to everyone.
where's Colby from? I've never had the pleasure of meeting you.
I'm from Augusta.
He's
All
from the
right,
Puppy Palace.
We were just talking about everybody calling it Coke.
What's up, Colby?
Well, I thought you were calling like Coke and then Colby and then Cuban and COVID. And I was like, what's going on here? So many C words. I was like, might as well jump on.
You know, man,
Well, yeah.
guys, Kobe, Augusta, and Savannah. You know, man, Georgia's a beautiful state, guys. I don't know if you know, Atlanta. Yeah.
Savannah has gotten a little bit rough in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
I need to
Oh
visit
yeah.
the South
Well,
one of
you,
these
you
days.
know about the St. Patrick's
Yeah,
Festival.
Billy.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Like St. Patrick's Festival has been a little bit dangerous, if you get what I'm getting at. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Hillbilly, do you know why Alabama's closer to Georgia than LSU?
why's
Here
that?
it comes.
Because Georgia sucks and LSU blows.
Jesus
Classic.
Christ. Really?
You know what the funny thing about that joke is? We both
What's that?
beat them in the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't LSU beat them? LSU, if I don't remind me, I think everyone on the panel probably would know. Didn't LSU beat Bama last year?
They did. They did.
Last year, or year before.
Yeah.
That was last year.
Oh, and Alabama
You know
didn't
what?
even get the chance to beat Georgia this year, right?
Well, but what's funny is last year Alabama
well,
beat Georgia at
well.
home. Alabama beat Georgia at Georgia's home.
I'm sorry, they were too
Georgia's
busy playing
home.
Austin
What is
Peay.
Georgia's home?
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta's Georgia's home. Is that where?
Yeah.
Is that where Georgia's home is?
Might
That's
as
your
well
home.
be.
Okay, so Auburn is beating Alabama at home then.
Yep.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Law Todd. You know that.
Oh, it's all cool, man. I love being shit. The way I look at it is you can't give people shit if you can't take it. I mean, I don't.
Exactly.
Exactly. And hey, as like me and Sergeant Pickles, we're Northwest people. I mean, I don't live in the Northwest anymore. I live in the central part in Texas and stuff. But I lived in Georgia, South Carolina. I've driven to Tennessee, West Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi so many times. Beautiful states. Each has its own unique, things to offer. But sightseeing, Georgia, Tennessee, like West Virginia, beautiful states to drive through. Absolutely love them. I love driving through the state.
See, I live in Augusta.
As to your SEC nonsense, you can go fuck yourself.
See,
Yeah,
Savannah's
that's
a
true.
beautiful city. But if you ever want to drive through Augusta, there's nothing.
Oh, God.
here.
No.
There's
I've
nothing.
driven through Augusta like 4 times since I was there in AIT the last couple of years. I'm like, oh God, faster.
Yeah,
I do not want to relive.
If you want to go to like the nice parts of Augusta, just drive on through. There ain't none.
The only
Yeah,
thing
I
I
know.
know about Augusta is the golf course. That's it.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
need
unless you come to the Masters, then you might
Then
find
they
John
switch the
Daly.
place up for a
That's
weekend.
about it.
We used to take in the military. It was so funny. We used to go on post and we would take our camelbacks with us, the water drinking,
Oh,
apparatus.
you absolute
straw.
dorks.
We'd
Oh my
fill it with
God.
Jack. We would fill it with Jack and Coke, and the theater people would be like, "Oh, they're in the army, so they have to have this for hydration." And we're like, "Yeah, hydration." It was full of Jack and Coke.
That explains
Literally,
the
we had to
entire
throw-
army.
We had to throw it away after like a week because, of course, it was so impossible to clean that shit. It was just like mildew with the humidity. We're like, yeah, okay, we got to buy another one.
That's why your budget is so big. You keep buying dumbass stuff that you keep breaking, like Camelbacks full of Jack Daniels. And I guarantee
was
you, those-
that? I don't know if that was an insult or just something stupid.
no, I'm just bitter because I'm pretty sure those alcohol-soaked Camelbacks got given to the Marine Corps afterwards.
Probably that may be why. That maybe explains some of the Marine habits. I'm not sure.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
we're just
Little
bitter.
hand-me-downs.
all you guys can kiss our ass.
Oh,
Our budget is literally hand-me-downs.
Everywhere we go.
I have to go. I didn't mean to cut out this early, but Mrs. Colby is yelling at me for some reason.
It's all
But
good.
Hey,
see y'all
hey,
later. Okay.
stay in here. Hey, Colby, seriously, just stay in here. She'll keep yelling.
No,
Don't
yeah,
worry
she
about
will. She will. Yeah, that's the problem. She will. So, hey, I'll be back.
Oh, yeah, sure. I said that many times. He ain't coming back.
We got sidetracked with Brian and his fast food. Where are we at? Like,
We're up to
Brian.
Brian.
We're in the game, right? I think.
Brian,
I think he's eating.
Yeah,
He's
he's
eating.
stuffing his fucking face right
all
now.
right. Okay, Hillbilly is up. Ben, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to contact Rick and Tony and Tim and see if they're okay because Arizona State is on a 10-2 run to start the game.
Oh.
USC's losing to Arizona State. Well, now 10-4, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I barely searched earlier. I was like, okay, Oregon won their first
Huskies
tournament game.
lost,
So I was like,
nothing
okay,
new.
cool. Well, I'm not going to be surprised. Oregon's not going to make it that far. They've been kind of so up and down this year. I'm not going to be surprised. But at least they won tonight. I'm like, okay, that's a good start. Are any USC fans actually okay? I don't think they are.
Probably not.
Mentally, anyways. Definitely not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I tune out for basketball season. It was never really my thing.
Yeah,
If the Huskies make the tournament, I'll flip it on and watch. But I have no problem admitting I'm an absolute fair weather basketball fan.
I'm a believer. I curse the team more than any good. Like if I turn it on, they lose, no matter how good the team is. And I'm like, okay, sorry, I apologize.
Pac-12 is weird because it's just the basketball schools are like their own thing. I can't think of a single school that's good at both football and basketball. And I was like, oh, UCLA. UCLA is consistently not very good at football.
They haven't been good in football since the 80s, really.
Yeah.
Not really.
The last time
They've had a couple years here and there, but they were consistently pretty good late 70s, 80s, but after that, it's been a long spell for UCLA.
Yeah, the last time like Oregon was good at football, like really good at football and basketball, like really good, was 2014, where they got to the Final Four. Oregon was the national title, and Oregon still had a chance to win that Final Four game to go to the national title game. But then 2020, the women's went all the way, but then again, the season got canceled. So
that's also like one season though, and then you got seasons around it that weren't
exactly. There's always like this up and down.
Yeah. The only time the Huskies were consistently making the tournament, the football team was terrible. Like mid to early to mid 2000s. Basketball team was pretty good, making the tournament, going to Sweet 16 a couple times. The football team was bad.
Yeah. It is hard to keep 2-3 programs at top level at all times.
I don't know why that is, though. It's just kind of strange. Like, even in the SEC, think about it. All the basketball schools, they typically are not very good at football.
Hey, Alabama was ranked number 1 in football this year and number 1 in basketball this year. I don't hear
it. But that's an odd year. That's an odd year.
Weren't they the first
number? It's a very odd year if Alabama's
it's like that's an odd fucking year.
Yeah, basketball is usually like middle of the road, which is fine, but
think of it like what 4 or 5 months, like 5 months ago, Darrell MBB is like, man, Kentucky's amazing, and then he was like, oh, is it basketball season yet? And then like 2 months into it, he's like, oh God, is it next year already? Jesus Christ. He'd already given him on basketball too. He's like, oh God.
Yeah, he had a bad year.
Wait, hey guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. Had a good time. We'll see you next
Hey, Hillbilly, thanks for coming in, man.
Good night, Hillbilly.
I have beard envy, Hillbilly. Oh, he's gone.
All right, Brian, are you wanting to do a card?
Yes, I'm all done. Well,
halfway. He's all done. He's like, I'm satisfied.
He's ready for his mid-snack break.
Let's stick with the All-American. We have the
All-American.
We have the card. Yeah.
Yep, here we go.
There's nothing more American than eating Wendy's in your car in Florida.
America.
Exactly.
Okay, now remember, this is 1993, so the most obvious answer is not the correct one.
That's not good.
Because it happened after 93, unfortunately. What's president's son later became president of the U.S.?
Oh, wow.
Obviously.
It's not the Bushes, because this was made
Adams?
before. John Adams is correct.
There we go.
I forgot that's how they were related.
I was banking on it.
All right. Do you watch old Christmas movies, Brian?
I've watched A Christmas Story.
It's a Wonderful Life?
I've heard of it.
Oh, you're in trouble then. What 2 songs are sung at the end of It's a Wonderful Life?
Isn't there a song called It's a Wonderful Life? Is that one of them?
Nope, that's not one of them, unfortunately.
I can't remember. It's 2 famous Christmas songs, right? I can't remember which 2.
One famous Christmas song, and then one that's usually sung on New Year's Eve.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, the New Year's Eve one should be easy. There's like one famous New Year's Eve song.
Yeah.
And that's the one it is. Do you know
That's
the
the
name of
one.
it? Though?
See, oh, I know the name. I'm just trying to think of the Christmas one. Brian, you got a crack at it?
No. Well, I'll guess a Christmas movie, song. But I don't even
Think
think any
like
of the
old
things I
timey
guess-
Christmas songs, though.
all I want for Christmas is you. Let's go with
Joy
that.
to the newborn king.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Wait,
Old Lang Syne is the New Year's one.
Old Lang Syne, but what is the Christmas one? I'd sing you a verse, but that wasn't the
Joy,
name of the
joy.
song.
I've heard this song. I have it on a track, but I don't know what the song is called.
It's a hymn.
Joy to the newborn king.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick myself. I'm gonna recognize it, but I don't.
Does anybody know?
Yeah, I know. I should fucking know this title. I'm like, oh
Exactly.
god.
That's how I feel right now.
It's not Hark the
Hark.
Herald Angels, is it?
It's Hark the Herald
Of course it
Angels
is.
Sing.
God.
Glory to-
And then Auld Lang Syne.
Let's Deck the Halls is the tune you sang, so now I'm very confused.
God, I'm like, oh,
No,
fuck.
Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Fa la 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 la.
Joy to the newborn king. No, not fa la 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 la.
It's a remix.
Okay. Feliz Navidad. Da, 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 da.
Okay. What high-ranking officers did the Confederate side have 425 of?
Chiefs.
What's a high-ranking officer? Chiefs are only in the Indians.
Pick like a famous, like what sounds important.
Sergeant.
This is part of the reason why we lost the fucking war. We had too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say sergeant, but I don't.
No, that's not even an officer. He's a non-con.
I don't
Think-
know.
What's the highest? What's
think
the
of
highest
Colonel
ranking
rank.
officer in the army?
Not colonel, is it? No, wait.
No,
Above that.
no, it's not
Um,
lieutenant colonel.
Higher.
Like the most
Oh,
important
that's
military
nice.
person you could think of.
In the Marine Corps, it goes BLG.
Yeah.
Be my little.
Blank.
Wait, what do you say?
It's the same order in the Army, isn't it?
Brigadier, Major, Lieutenant.
Major,
and then-
Wait,
Lieutenant,
what is it?
well, that's what we're asking you. What's the highest
We're asking
ranking?
you
Oh.
what's the name of the thing?
But my thing keeps cutting out. I keep missing the. My volume keeps.
What was
cutting
MacArthur?
out.
MacArthur was this rank.
Cornwallis.
I-
Jackson. We just talked about him earlier.
It's the highest.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
It's always in movies. You always hear this person being the highest
Wait,
ranking
Patton,
officer.
Yeah.
Patton.
Commander in Chief.
What was the British
Schwarzkopf.
guy in World War II's name? Yeah, Schwarzkopf. Stormin' Norman.
Norman Norman.
I do miss that we don't use the chocolate chip camouflage anymore.
I'm gonna.
It's pretty sweet.
I don't know. Put me on my misery.
Brian, I'm telling you, that history teacher failed you, buddy.
Yeah.
I know.
Florida man
I
fails
know this.
military history.
Am I-
You know,
RTC teacher apparently.
all those people were generals, Brian.
Yeah.
General. Oh.
Yeah.
I think
You
you
can't-
overthought it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't go off of like
Yeah.
Navy or Marine or Army in the way we ranks, but general is still always usually the top. Now in Navy it's like captain and stuff. It goes higher than Army
Captain's in 06, and then it's Rear
Yeah.
Admiral, lower half, Rear Admiral, upper half,
Which
Vice
in
Admiral, and
Army,
Admiral.
yeah, in Army
remember
captain is 03, not 06. So, but general is still always like that top.
Marine
level.
Corps uses
You
all
are-
the same Marine Corps uses the same officer ranks as the Army. I don't know why that
All
is,
right.
but we do.
Here we go, Brian. Here's a place question. What most visited Los Angeles theater has celebrity hand and footprints in its forecourt? Do you know the most popular theater in Los Angeles?
I'm trying to
Very
think.
famous.
Again, I
You
probably
see it
heard
in
of this
movies
theater.
a lot.
If it was about 5
Broadway
hours
or-
earlier, you might have stopped and got some of this for dinner tonight. The only good place down here for that is Pandas.
There's a very distinctive way that this place looks. That's also
Oh, is it?
like
Wait, is
what
it
it's named after.
Chinatown? Wait,
Uh,
I don't think of the Panda.
He's like, oh, I know Panda Express. I know that.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm good with the fast food restaurants, but aside from
Who, did
that,
someone say Panda Express? Fucking hell yeah.
I want some.
Here you get three. You get fried rice, 3 of the main course, 3 crab ragoons, and 2 egg rolls for $8.
is it any good down there?
Here it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Panda. It's good down here, believe it or not.
Interesting.
Mm.
I don't
Goddamn.
think I would purposely go to Mexico City just to try the Panda Express.
Well, I'll tell you what. I went to the famous Chinese restaurant here, and I ordered beef and broccoli.
Yeah.
And the lady brought me out this meal, and I said, "What is this?" And she goes, "Well, that's beef and broccoli." I'm like, "Well, what's that orange stuff?" Carrots. What part of beef and broccoli are carrots? Well, it's not. I said, "Well, what is this over here?" Water chestnut. Well, is that a beef or is that a broccoli? Well, it's not. I ordered beef and broccoli. 2 freaking items. Okay, I did order all.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Now you're just being a douchebag,
Yeah,
Jeff.
now
That
you're being
comes
picky.
is common in
They
Asian
put all
food.
that extra stuff in there. That's kind of
Yeah.
just a known thing.
That's a common thing.
What's
No,
the
I will
military
say,
one?
I ordered beef and broccoli.
I
That's
will say, in respect to Jeff, we did go to Chinatown the next day, and we ate at one of the restaurants, and we were not very impressed. Not because it was bad, but we were kind of like, yeah, but they're not getting the ingredients they need.
Yeah,
to
but like West
here to
West
make
Coast of
this
the
stuff.
U.S. has amazingly good Chinatowns, so like it's a high standard.
Well, I'm very
That's right.
jealous though. We don't have a Panda Express here where I live right now, and I'm like,
I don't know about Florida and Iowa, but like, yeah, all of California, Oregon, and Washington have really good Asian food.
Yeah, Iowa's not known for its Asian cuisine. I'll let you.
I don't
that.
know what cuisine Iowa is known for other than corn. And
Pork.
Really?
Farmer
Pork.
cuisine.
Oh, yeah.
You're not one of the beef
Huge.
states?
No, we're more pork. We got more pigs. We're known for pork chop on a stick and
Interesting.
yeah,
We
tenderloins,
got
fried
oranges.
tenderloin.
Huh. Well, all right then.
All right, Brian. It was the Chinese theater, Man's Chinese Theater.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
famous for the way it looks.
Here's sports and leisure. What St. Louis Cardinal baseball player earned MVP honors in 1943, 46, and 48?
Oh,
Do you know an old famous Cardinal?
Yes! Kraken take the lead. Let's go.
Oh, you haven't seen the end where they lose?
I'm
Oh,
watching it
shit.
live, Jeff.
Sorry. No, okay. No, I'm messing with you, man.
There better still not be another period of this game left. It's already 9 the hell o'clock. I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
It's
It's
12
going into
here.
triple overtime tonight, and they're going to have.
No, the longest game of my life was one earlier this year. It started at 7. It ended at 11:30. It was 10-9 final score.
Wow.
oh my god.
It was brutal.
I
It
don't
was
know. I
like it
remember
was
watching-
exciting to watch, but like just like what? And it was like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There was not more than a 2-goal lead at any point in that game.
That reminds me of some like MLB game years and years ago. They literally went to like 9 overtimes or 9 extra innings, and it ended like 3-2. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. People can hate it all they want, but I actually like the extra runner on second because it does make the regular games end quicker.
Right.
The pitch clock has cut off. Holy crap, the games in spring training are fast. It has cut out so much time. Or just like them scratching their nuts or doing whatever.
Yep.
I know people hate it because baseball's supposed to be just relaxing, but it got to ridiculousness when a regular standard game went almost 4 hours.
I don't mind it being laid back in that, but they took it to extremes. I mean, sometimes there were 2 to 3 minutes between pitches, and it's like, come on.
Every at bat, adjust my gloves, adjust this, adjust that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much rosin do you need? You don't need to go to the rosin bank every time.
It's the same. It's the same as football. It's like, hey, we have a kickoff. Okay, commercial timeout. We have a timeout. Now we're going to a 2-minute commercial break when it's supposed to be a 30-second timeout. I'm like, you don't need to. Jesus.
Well, and that's what I said, Ben. If you want to cut down college football, first things first. On 90% of the instant replays, the guy upstairs could call down and tell him what happened before he has to run to the sideline. The second thing is when there's 20 seconds left in a quarter and the other team punts the ball, you don't have to go to a 3-minute commercial to come back to watch one play to go back to a 3-minute commercial.
Yeah. That's
Have
why
them
they
run
made
that
that
one freaking play and then go to commercial.
Well, that's why they made that runoff rule to like cut down that like time stuff or whatever for the timeouts to like just end it quicker. But then they went around that and were like, oh, commercial timeouts or replay. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. People can say soccer is slow, but 2 hours from kickoff, that sucker's done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
because a 90-minute game is no longer
plus or minus the extra added time the refs decide.
Yeah, but you're talking like max 10,
12
minutes.
6 minutes on each side. Yeah, I mean,
like 9 to like 15 minutes.
There's the halftime, and you're like, all right, cool. I can get up, stretch, get some food, commercials. Game starts again. You just sit down and watch her, and then it's done.
And see, I could cut down soccer time in half too. Because any pussy who wants to flop around on the ground because he got hurt, for every second that he's laying down on the ground acting like a little girl, he has to sit on the sideline that long and the team's down a player.
They've debated.
You would end half of that.
They've debated going to like a 3-card system instead of like a yellow card warning and then a red card, you're gone. Going to a yellow, orange, red. And the orange is like rugby where you go to the box for 10 minutes and sit. And it's like, hey, and you can get one for simulating a foul, for faking it.
Yeah.
They'd be way more willing to give a penalty, like give a card, or if they're like, hey, go sit over there for 10 minutes and your team is down. How about you stop doing dumb crap?
Yeah, Sam watches football, like his whole family is soccer, football, whatever.
Football.
And even he's like, Jesus Christ, sometimes like some of them are just so blatantly like ridiculous. Just like flailing like little girls on the field. You know, it's like, good God.
See, I want to go to middle school. I want to go to middle school basketball rules. No blood, no bone, no foul. You know, if you're not fucking bleeding or I can't see a bone, it wasn't a foul. You know?
Yeah, well, it sucks because there's sometimes like last year, one of our guys basically head-to-head got knocked out, and they didn't call it a foul because it wasn't particularly vicious looking, but they slammed together. You know what I mean? And he was actually injured, but the ref doesn't call that because he didn't flop around and act like he got shot.
Yeah,
he just kind of fell over and was like,
If you have a collision, that's fine. But it's some of these like little like quote unquote where it looks like maybe someone tripped someone. I'm like, it's you're kicking a fucking ball. Of course you're gonna like hit each other accidentally. But I mean, like, do you have to call every one of those a fucking penalty?
Yeah.
If you miss the ball and you kick him in the legs, yep, that's a foul.
Yeah, fucking this part, it kind of happens. I mean, it's not like you're doing it purposely necessarily.
Then you're afraid to do anything because it's gonna be a foul no matter what.
Exactly.
That's the difference between the best players in the world know how to play extremely aggressive and not give up fouls. That's actually the biggest difference.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, like what Brian just said, then you're going to be afraid to do it. And it's kind of part of sports, unfortunately, with rules. Sometimes it changes. You have to like adjust what you do. Then it's hard to dictate. There's no perfect solution to no matter what anyone does.
Jeff, I meant to ask: is your family have a particular club they support?
Down here,
Probably all Club America.
yeah, they like that.
That's the most popular by far.
I like this Chihuahua. I'm into the Chihuahua. This girl team, Chihuahua. They're cool.
Oh God.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Gumby, I do got to tell you that he writes. This was a few minutes ago, about 10 minutes ago. He wrote, "That's because the South kicked out the Indians. We did not kick the Indians out. We relocated them."
I believe that was called a forced migration.
Well, relocated, forced migrate.
It's not the trail of
tomato.
It's not the trail of cupcakes,
tears.
Jeff. It's the trail of tears.
Well, they only cried because they were leaving stuff behind.
Oh, good Lord.
We gave them land that had oil. I mean,
We didn't do that to our natives. They still own half their shit.
Well, hey, the Indians are making up for it today. They all own casinos and.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, look over here.
Those are some of the richest motherfuckers you will meet. Some of the richest motherfuckers you will meet.
Hey,
What's crazy
you guys-
though is that the tribes though, usually the tribal lands are not, they're just not well looked after, which is kind of a bummer because they're usually really beautiful natural spots.
see,
They're
Gumby is on my side. Gumby just wrote it was called the Trail of Twinkies.
The trail of friendship and smallpox
Oh,
blankets.
Notably, Gumby is a Cal fan. I thought he'd be more educated than that, but
You can be
why not?
Don't you know the rules? If you're a Cal fan, it means you like the school, but you didn't go there. None of the students actually give an F about the team.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired, Gumby.
I'm talking crap as a Washington fan. I couldn't get in there if I fucking rubbed my 6 brain cells together.
I could get a degree from Oregon if I really wanted to. I always tell people my great uncle was a Beaver fan. He was a season ticket holder. So don't tell him I'm a Duck fan. He'll roll over in his grave.
No,
I mean,
But,
tell me I'm
I don't
wrong, guys.
want the degree that Oregon offers from my area. I don't
if
want
you,
that
if
degree.
you play
so.
sports at Oregon, you don't go to class. Your degree just shows up in the mail.
Think about this though. Honestly, pussy is kind of like a university. You're only going to get in if you have money. And the more money you have, the more put you can get. And think about it. When you see a guy get in without money, oh, he's an athlete. So,
You know what? Your logic holds up, but it still sounds wrong.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, good God. But
I mean, think about it though. I mean, pussy is like a university. You got to have money to get in. And if you don't have money, then you better be an athlete.
I guess.
yeah, true. Kind of true.
I mean, my wife makes more money than I do. I must be doing all right in life.
You might. Well, you must have licked your eyebrows when you first met her.
I guess.
That'll help. That's the easiest way to meet a woman. Lick your eyebrows.
Yes, I'm taking dating tips from the cultural hub of Iowa.
Yeah.
Like, wait, are we first or second cousins? Second. All right, cool. I'll see you in 6.
Oh, hey, you guys. I wish you guys would have been on my Twitter the other day. There was some freaking Iowa State fan making fun of me. He goes, "Oh, you're from Alabama. When you get divorced, is she your sister?" I said, "Well, you're from the cornfields of Ames, Iowa. Is that still your sheep that you fuck every day?" He defriended me. He did not think that was funny. I'm like, okay, you can make fun of me sleeping with your sister, but you sleeping with your farm animals is off limits. Explain that to me.
Yeah, you don't want those
That's
kind of
what you
jokes.
said
Don't
about-
go there
you
in
have
the
to-
first place.
You gotta take it to That's stupid.
All right, Brian, you've had time now. Do you know who that St. Louis Cardinal
I've had a
baseball
long time to
player?
think about it. But I have nothing.
Pickles, Ben, do you know the baseball player?
Joe Gibson.
No.
But did he even play for the Cardinals?
No. It was Stan Musial.
That sounds like one of those like 1960s spy film names that's made up.
Yeah, that doesn't seem real.
I've never heard of that guy.
My name is my name is Dave.
Than usual.
Brian,
Is his
you
last
got
name
2 out of
Usual?
6.
Wait, don't I have
Stan
one more?
Musial. Oh,
I
what's
thought I had one more, maybe. I'm probably wrong, but I
Oh,
need
you
to
do. No, you do. Wild card. I forgot wild card. What
Right.
Hollywood swimmer did Fanny Bryce mean when saying, "Wet, she's a star. Dry, she ain't"?
Well, never mind. We don't need this question because I don't know.
You don't need this guy. All right. Does anybody know the swimmer she was talking about?
Not from that time period.
No.
Yeah. It was Esther Williams.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was like, could any of us have named any female swimmers?
Was this a common knowledge thing? Are there swimmer insults in pop culture?
Apparently.
I
I
guess
don't think that was
Apparently.
the more you know. All right, guys, I'm out for the night. Thanks
All
for
right,
having
Brian.
me.
Thanks for stopping in.
Take it
Thanks for
easy,
being
drive
with me.
safe.
Yeah, he needs Brian needs to tell us how that ghost pepper ketchup goes down tomorrow.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
like
tomorrow.
the sweetest thing I've tasted. I don't know why it's called ghost pepper.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
find
what I
out
figured.
tomorrow.
If you
No
try
one
the
can
real
stand
ones,
spicy
it'll blow
stuff.
your face off.
Yeah.
It's either hot coming in or hot going out. One of the ways is going to get you.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not a good sign then. Because
Yeah.
Jeff, did they have Texas Pete back in your day?
No, we just.
I love Texas Pete. I love
Yeah,
Texas
I knew you would know Texas Pete.
I know
Pete.
Texas Pete, but it wasn't when I was
What's up?
younger.
Oh, no, it came in MREs. They'd get packets of Texas Pete or the little
Oh.
bottles.
Yeah.
oh, Ty guy, I might have a competition this next weekend, possibly.
Oh, awesome.
You-
If you do, man, record it.
I'll try. Yeah, I think I can get someone to do it. I might have a track meet, but it depends. They might do a track meet, or if not, I'll do the competition.
Throw it in the water.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. I'll be back on. I want spring break, but I'll be around.
Take it
All right,
easy.
man. Have a good night.
You
Sweet
too.
shit.
Thanks, guys.
Now, see, Sergeant Pickles, what we would do is anytime we would write home and this and that, we just ask for Tabasco sauce. That's what we always had, Tabasco.
Thing of MREs, yeah, we never had. I don't think we had Texas Pete. It was always just Tabasco. So we would just fight over the ones that had the Tabasco.
Yeah, they had cut costs apparently and downgraded from Tabasco to Texas Pete by the time.
See, I prefer Texas Pete over Tabasco. Tabasco has that kind of odd metallic-y kind of taste if you put too much. But we always fought over, of course, like the vegetarian meals because one, they tasted the best. Two, they always came with the jalapeno cheese.
Cheese tortellini's
Hold
the
on.
best.
Wait a minute. The fucking military give you guys vegan meals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and those are the best ones. Those are
It
the best
wasn't
ones.
as
They had
bad
the
as you would
Tabasco and
think.
jalapeno cheese.
It was like cheese tortellini. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll
those
check it
ones
out
are
now.
actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it
Those
says
ones were-
vegetarian, but it was actually like a real food that you would just make. It just happened to be vegetarian.
Well,
Yeah.
trust me, in my day, if they would have slipped that fucking vegetarian, that would have been known as friendly fire.
Oh, I had the ones like 5 years before that when I was in ROTC. We went to a boot camp in high school. Those were like the early 90s version where it was like 5,000 grams of sodium. You know, like for the extreme sodium version. We were like,
Yeah, Jeff, like the
dying. Like, yeah, we had those.
a lot of times the Jewish and the Muslim guys would get their pick of the vegetarian ones because they didn't have pork in them. So it'd be for like that type of stuff too.
But for the love of God, stay away from the breakfast ones. Good Lord.
Yeah,
I
cheese
think
and
I
veggie
probably-
omelet. I'm pretty sure got discontinued.
Oh, I hope so. I think I had one of the omelet ones once, and I literally
whatever
I
one
didn't,
had-
I cooked it, and I didn't even bother. I was like, you know what?
Whatever one had like the blueberry granola crumble thing in it though, that one was good.
I don't think I had that one. I think I just had an egg omelet one, and I think I wanted to throw up.
Yeah, it
You
was
know,
the
see,
dairy.
you guys-
You just
you guys
don't
all
drink the
had
dairy
cheaters.
shake. The dairy shake was always a bad call.
it never settled right. But the egg omelet shit that they tried
the egg omelet was
like
always,
no.
if you had a case of them, the egg omelet was always the last one in the case.
Yeah, like no. I had that in outside Culver City. What's that base? Fort it's outside
No
Culver
idea.
City, California.
You guys have a million. You guys have a million base. Is it Carson at the NTC?
Yeah, it's NTC, but
No,
it's not
Carson's
Carson.
in Colorado. It's the
but it's NTC. Yeah, it's outside Culver City.
Yeah, I was stationed in 29 Palms for a year. That's like NTC, but worse.
That was like the worst fucking MRE I'd ever had in my goddamn life.
Yeah.
Like I would have taken the sodium filled ones from the 90s.
Yeah, Jeff, you probably still had K-Rats in the
So
can
bad.
opener, right?
You guys all got fucking heaters, man. We had peanut butter that we would light on fire to cook our fucking meals. We didn't have heaters in our MREs.
No, the heaters were so sketchy. Because it was so cold outside, you had to try and do it inside the Humvee, but they tell you do it in a ventilated area because that shit's putting off
smokes. Yeah, it smokes.
Like, if you have like 4 dudes in a Humvee lighting those up, you're like hallucinating.
But the good thing about the vegetarian ones, especially, is literally if you were eating that and you were in the desert and it was hot outside, you could just put the pack outside, and the vegetarian ones tasted fine.
Yeah, they had the brilliant idea one year.
You didn't have to use the little packet to heat it up. You didn't have to. The vegetarian ones tasted fine, especially with the little Tabasco packet. It tasted fine. That's why everyone fought for the vegetarian ones, because they tasted the best.
No, the one that dudes would fist fight over is Chili Mac. Always Chili Mac.
Oh, the Chili Mac. Okay, I agree. The Chili Mac was.
That was one dudes would like literally good. They would open the case and start ripping through it to find the Chili Mac. I always grabbed like the pasta meals. They never gave me diarrhea because I didn't eat the cheese. But I always had the cheese tortellini, and then the one ravioli one was pretty good.
I just wanted the cracker with the jalapeno cheese.
We didn't have it that bad, Jeff.
That's the ones I wanted. I was like, I want the cracker with the jalapeno cheese. That's enough substance for me. Don't give a fuck about the rest of the meal.
The bacon cheese was a little sketchy.
I don't think I had that one, but yeah, the tortellini ones. Those were the vegetarian tortellinis. The Chili Mac one.
Chili Mac was the really good one. Yeah, it's kind of funny, Jeff, because you think like we had it spoiled. Go talk to Air Force guys whenever they went out to the field there one day a year about how their experience was.
The Air Force.
Well, I got to say, there is a big difference because I have another friend who was actually Air Force Special Forces. That is completely different. Like not even the same at all.
But let me tell you what. When I was in, if you got the MRE number 6, it was chicken a la king, and I like chicken a la king, but that shit that they put in there was not chicken a la king.
That sounds terrible in an MRE.
Oh,
it's just like a gray blob in gravy.
Oh yeah,
that
sounds terrible in an
We had
MRE.
some similar stuff to that. Asian beef strips was one of them, and that one was not great.
I never saw that one, but it sounds terrible.
Yeah. Oh, thinking back on it, I think people like the Chili Mac because it always came with what the hell was it? I just had cornbread instead of the regular bread. It had like literal cornbread that you could have with the Chili Mac. It was super good.
Yeah, it was good. That's why people pick the vegetarian, because it came with better sides. Usually, like the cracker and cheese or the cracker and jalapeno cheese.
I never ate the cracker.
One of the better options on the sides. That's why everyone picked those ones.
You know, the only one that I really liked was you got little Frankfurters, and they were actually like Vienna sausage and beans.
I don't think we had one quite like that.
Yeah, I think they did. I don't think I ever saw one like that, so they might have discontinued it.
Yeah, they probably discontinued. But that one, I mean, because you got little Vienna, it wasn't a hot dog. It was more of a Vienna sausage. So if you like Vienna sausage and you had beans, and then what was nice with that one is it came with jelly and crackers.
That's not bad. I don't know if I'd go for the crackers, at least if they were like the crackers we had, but they were just so dry, and I was always somewhere really freaking hot, and it just was like sawdust, and I wanted no part of it.
Well, that's why I like the jelly, because the jelly was more liquid, you know. So it kind of
some of ours had the jelly, depending on if it was like the not entirely like saltine crackers, but similar, but larger, more solid. But then there was also the version that had the bread,
the snack
kind of
bread. Wheat snack bread.
Yeah, we had both versions of that.
Have you
And
guys
both
ever
of those
seen the Rock or Something T-shirt? Do you know what I'm talking about, Ben? The MRE heater. Place on Rock or Something.
I don't know if I've seen the T-shirt, but I mean, I know the bag, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah,
if
the
I've seen
MRE bag has this little illustration with like this goofy rock and like the cardboard rectangle leaning against it. That I saw them online and I was really tempted to buy one, but it was just a picture of that diagram and it said Rock or Something above it. I was like, people who get this shirt are going to be so happy when they see it, and nobody else will understand anything about it.
Yeah, it's like, and trust me, and yeah, we like in basic, like for us from basic too, we couldn't heat the shit up in the field. They were like, you cannot use the heaters. So like in basic,
That's
we didn't
super
get to do it.
dumb. Our instructors literally told us, hey, you only have X amount of time. If you can use the heater, great. Dump it out and use that shit as a hand warmer.
Yeah, no, ours were straight up like, you will not use the heater. You are going to just eat it as is, because what if someone sees the smoke?
That's what I don't get about the Army. The Marine Corps punished us enough that they literally didn't have to take extra things away to make it. It was already crappy.
I'm glad to have seen it in my end. Like
they're just like, take every small comfort you have because we will ruin the rest.
How about this, Sergeant Pickles? How many times did you have duck?
Duck?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like the food?
No. Like in boot camp, your drill instructors say we're having duck for lunch. And that meant the guy at the end, when he sat down, you had 1 minute and you were done.
Oh yeah. No, we didn't call it duck, but that was standard. It was always the guide that was last. And it wasn't necessarily like a timer, but when the guide was done, you were done. And they'd make the guide eat fast as fuck.
Exactly.
Slam his food down.
That was the same. That was the exact same as us. They gave us like, I don't remember the exact time limit. It was like 4 or 5 minutes or whatever. It was like, but if the guy 3 seats from you got up, everyone after that had, before that had to get up immediately too. And it took us about 2 to 3 days to start looking at everyone going, don't you fuck us. Do not fuck us.
Oh, ours had no choice.
Like, do not do it.
Ours had no choice.
I hated it for breakfast because we would wake up at 3 a.m. and have breakfast at 4, and you knew you wasn't having lunch until 11. And so if you had duck that day and you were one of the last people and you had 1 minute from the last guy to eat, I mean, you fucking scarfed as fast as you can. And then you had to go do PT and your belly was hurting because you ate so fucking fast.
See, the problem with us is they PT'd us so bad that we lost, because they like weigh you every week. Our platoon started losing so much weight that we all got put on double rations for 2 weeks. I am not kidding. Our whole platoon got smoked so bad that we all got put on double rats.
Well,
I think I lost 8 pounds in 1 week when I was there. One of the first weeks.
I still say, you know what? That type of thing is the thing that still lives with me today. Showering, eating. I don't bullshit or fuck around with it. I'm like,
I don't shave anymore. I gave that up.
I'm showering. I'm in and out. Like, that's just the training you get. It sticks with you so much that when you see someone's like, oh, I'm going to take a 20-minute shower. You're like, why?
Yeah, I catch myself slipping every once in a while.
Here's a question. Wait a minute. Huffer Billy Paul came in again. And I put the stream. Come on in, Huffer Billy. I'll argue with you again.
Get in here, you drunk. Huffer Billy's so drunk.
He calls me the pack bigot. He is wrong as hell. Academics don't matter in football conferences. I got bad news for you, Huffer Billy Paul. These fucking conferences are not true football conferences. If they were true football conferences, Vanderbilt wouldn't be there. Rutgers wouldn't be there. Maryland wouldn't be there. The problem you have is I think you need to give up on college football and just go to the XFL or the USFL or the NFL, places that don't have buildings for academics.
It's an easy math problem. Football. Go look at the budgets for these universities and then go look at what football costs. Football is a penny in the bucket compared to how much money these universities have.
That's what we were arguing earlier.
It really is. Like
Football's an awesome recruiting tool, and it helps people get interested in the university. But money wise, it is a drop in the bucket.
Our universities in the back making most off of academics. That's where we make the money.
Yeah, it's the government literally granting the university money for research. That is how they pay their bills. And people don't like. People's like, oh, why is Cal like Stanford? Isn't it like something like $9 or $10 billion a year just in grants? It's something ridiculous. Football makes nothing compared to that.
Stanford is like $3 billion. Cal is like 8 or 9 if you add them all up correctly.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways they count it, but it's billions on billions.
Right. But the problem is, everybody looks at this as a football, but it's not football. These presidents. Yeah. Dr. Crow from Arizona State many times has come out and told about the Big 12 and their JUCO academics.
I wish they wouldn't be so.
I don't even care about the Pac-12. I'm not even a Pac-12 guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said earlier on Twisted Roosters was that Arizona State, Utah, and Colorado all came out like 2 or 3 months ago and said, we're all in on the pack. This is the best thing we've ever done for our universities to go for the AAU, financially for academics. And even, again, I even said there was a live stream where they said, oh, is Utah going to leave and blah, blah, blah. And the Utah AD went out on that live feed and said, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, we're in.
And why is Utah going there?
So, I mean,
Utah's not going to give up. Utah's not going to say, hey, I'm going to get an extra $10 million in football, but I'm going to give up $250 million in research. It don't make sense.
To join the Big 12, they're not going to give up their AAU stats or anything like that to join the Big 12. But they're invested in the conference they're in because it gave them the opportunity. Kind of thing.
Give him a word.
Here's the thing. Football pays for all tennis, all the Olympic sports, soccer, softball, everything else. Okay? It pays for it. I mean, it does. And it pays for it without the university.
Not at Stanford.
It doesn't. The university doesn't have to spend a damn dime to do it. If you got a good football program. Clemson,
not at Stanford. That's not how it is in Stanford.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, a real football school, not Stanford. Bullshit.
Okay.
Fuck them.
It doesn't pay the bills at Washington, and they're pretty darn good at football.
Well, they ain't been lately. But my point being is, when you have a whole athletic department helping women's sports, okay, and just be honest, it is mostly women's sports on the other ones. And you're gonna say, well, we can't look. You're gonna get serious about whether you're gonna get sponsored and you're gonna get TV views or you're not. If you're not a good enough program to have people watch you, you're not gonna get TV contracts. And that's the Pac-12 ain't getting shit. And look, the ACC isn't either. So don't get me started on the ACC. My point is, it's about paying for everything else.
Okay, so explain this to me, Hufferbilly, then. Okay, if football pays everything, okay, we're going to go with your strategy. Football pays everything.
It does.
And the Big 12, they make more money than the Pac-12 because they're better. If the Big 12 is so damn good, how come the Big 12 only averages 14 sports per team? Why does Iowa State have to get rid of why did they get rid of their baseball team if that money means so much to them? And athletics is all paid because of that money. How come the Pac-12 on average has over 30 sports per team?
You're talking. Look, man, you're talking to me about the Big 12. I don't give a. I think the Big 12.
Well, no, that's who I'm arguing with is the Big 12. I mean, the Big 12 don't get it. The Pac-12 is not going to the Big 12. They look down on the Big 12.
No. I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to go down that road because I don't believe in that either. I'm with you. I'm totally
that's the only reason I'm arguing, Hufferbilly, is I'm tired of. I get attacked all the time.
No, that's a bunch of bullshit. The Big 12 ain't worth a fat baby's ass. Okay.
Exactly.
So no, I ain't going there. I ain't getting on that train.
What's funny, Huffer Billy, is most of them think that they're the second best conference. They think they're even better than the Big Ten.
What the hell is wrong with people?
Oh yeah, I'm telling them. I'm like, even the ACC kicks your ass in
Hell,
basketball and in football.
Jesus, I mean,
The
good
Pac-12
God.
are a lot of things, but we're not delusional. At least.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's dumb. And anybody thinks that is just stupid. Okay.
Yeah, no, and Hillbilly, that's the only reason I'm arguing is to argue with the delusional people. I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work, brother. It ain't gonna work. And so no, my only point being is, I get it. Institution, I trust me. I'm a big academic guy. More so than you think. Probably more than I'm an athletic guy. I believe that universities should band together and hold the integrity of education the highest regard. And this is one of the reasons why I'm having an issue with the whole changing landscape of college football. You don't sell your soul academically for athletics. If you're going to do that, then don't get out of it. Just leave it.
Right.
And look, I'm arguing. I have a lot of arguments with the board of trustees at Clemson, and we're having a lot of fun over here. But just get out. Get out.
But think about it this way, Huffer Billy. What is your opinion of this? Okay, you're Clemson. Okay, there's a good chance that you would get your choice between the Big Ten and the SEC. Now, the Big Ten, the Big Ten has more money, but do you want to really travel to Nebraska? Do you want to, at least in the SEC, you're going to have South Carolina, Georgia, all the teams are going to be around you. You want to be regional. This shit about going cross, it's stupid.
This is one of the biggest things I don't get. My biggest recommendation is they should divide themselves up into 4 quadrants. And when I say them, I mean the universities. And they should have a northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. That's it. And that's what we should have as conferences. And then when you get to a playoff, you get the best of those. That's what it should be. Forget that's the athletic part, right? Because you gotta get kids driving or flying or bus routes and all that shit. Keep them together athletically. Now, California schools, Big Ten schools, the Northeast schools, they should be getting their ass together on a totally different consortium. Has nothing to do with athletics. It's academics, right? You're connecting libraries, you're doing research facilities. That's a totally different thing. But when you're doing athletics, you got too many people involved. You got too many kids involved. They're supposed to be going to college. They can't be flying for 2 days across the continent. That's just mine, but I don't run things, so I don't give a shit. I mean, I know I have an opinion, and that's about like anybody else's. But that being said, that's my thought on it. I really hate it.
But Huffer Billy, when you see me arguing academics, I'm just trying to get it through the delusional 12, and they're out there saying, "Oh, we're the second best conference." Basketball, we're the greatest conference. I'm like, the ACC's won 3 times the national champions than you have in the last 20 years.
If Washington joined the Big 12 tomorrow, they would instantly be by a country mile the best university in the back, not sports wise, but just institution, academics, research. They would stand head and shoulders above everyone else in there.
Sergeant Pickles,
they
let me
don't
tell you
belong.
something that's sad. Here's something
Not
that's sad.
Stanford.
People don't know this about Alabama. Alabama has 3 schools, and nobody gives us credit for 3 schools. Everybody thinks we're just Alabama.
Yeah,
but we have
UAB.
Alabama Birmingham, and we have Alabama
You said the
Huntsville.
Pac-12 though.
Huntsville
And
has
if
a
you
hockey
put
team.
those 3 schools all together, last year the University of Alabama got over $965 million in research.
Yeah,
If you
said
put us in
Pac-12.
if you put us in the Big 12, we would be ranked number 1. And
Yeah.
everybody calls Alabama a dumb old hick school.
Well, that's because you got Vanderbilt. You know what I mean?
Right. No, but I'm saying,
That's
you know,
why
the Big
if
12
everyone wants to know about the SEC, that's why Vanderbilt's there.
to raise our grades point numbers and give us lawyers.
Look, Florida, look, Sergeant Pickles, let's be clear. Florida is one of the top research facilities in the country. Okay? I mean, they rival Southern Cal.
Florida's up
UCLA.
there, yeah.
Yeah, they're up there. And we have a couple others yes. Look, I hate it because I don't want to give them credit. You know what I mean?
There's just a bigger disparity top to bottom, you know.
Right. No,
Well, we have Mississippi State and Ole Miss dragging us down. Yeah, they're dragging us way down, you know. But I mean, look at Georgia. Georgia in the next year should be AAU. We got Texas A&M.
Okay.
A&M is already a very good research school.
Yeah, no, we got A&M.
A&M is pretty decent.
So Texas's research is off the charts. They're in like top 5 in a lot of stuff.
Missouri's AAU, and like I said, Georgia has already been given. They're going to be AAU come either this year or next year. Which
Yeah. But you know, every time you say Georgia, I have to laugh because I absolutely hate them. Okay. So
trust me, I'm not a fan of them.
you know.
I don't want to give him credit either of them. Just like everybody says, oh, the SEC, we stick together. Really? When Georgia made the national championship, do you think I was rooting for Georgia? When Auburn played Oregon, I went out and spent $200 on Oregon gear and went to the fucking game and cheered on Oregon over Auburn, okay?
What's
Fuck
crazy?
the SEC. It's Alabama or bust, people.
In the words I believe it's a Gumby. Dyer was down. God damn it, Dyer was down.
That's good. That's a good. No, that's great.
I might not have the hatred then because I think I won't necessarily cheer for any Pac teams unless it somehow benefits the Huskies. But Oregon is the only team I will not cheer for. Hard stop. You would think Wazoo, but I actually have a lot of friends and family who are Cougars.
Wow. I cheer for Washington. I cheer for Washington unless you're playing us. I mean, goddamn, fucking such hatred, Sergeant Pickles.
The only other SEC football team I will cheer for is Vanderbilt. I will cheer Vandy because they've sucked for so long, and they're not going to be a threat to Alabama.
Vandy,
you know, so I mean that'd be like Huff in the ACC. You know, Wake Forest did good that year. Hey, you kind of you go for a Wake. You know, you go for the underdog. You know, but
yeah.
Hupper ain't gonna go, hey, let's go Miami or let's go Florida State. Fuck them. Exactly.
The only other team in the Pac, I mean, I'm pretty neutral. I do respect Utah just because they do a lot with very little, and they're damn good.
Well, they've only been there 10 years, so the hatred ain't really there like the rest.
Well, we've had Pac championship. We've had Pac-12 championship games against Utah that were very good games. So I kind of remember those.
No, I'm not going to hate on Utah.
Yeah, Utah has built the hatred though. I think
they do. Utah does a lot with not. You know what I mean? Utah's not exactly the destination of the entire country, and they put out some good teams.
Ben's up there going, fuck Utah.
Utah has a hell of a coach. I mean, that guy is a hell of a coach they have, you know, and like you said, he does a lot with a little. He's not getting a lot of 5 stars. He's not getting a lot of 4s. You know, he's.
Yeah, SEC and Big Ten teams have tried to pry him out of there for years, and he won't go.
Yeah, I think if he was to win another conference championship and or like a big bowl game this next year, I think Whittingham is going to retire. I think he's kind of wanting to go out on top of a big bowl game. You know,
no, he's going to do the Snyder at K-State and just ride or die with it.
Maybe. Who knows? Because they've talked about retirement for him, but I think he wants to go out as a big winner in some level because they haven't done it yet. You know, outside conference championship the last 2 years, but it'll be interesting.
Think about it though. Why would he want to leave? Why would you want to go to the SEC where it's win or get fired? He can stay in Utah and not win be 6-6 the next 4 years, and he's still loved.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, he's won two conference titles in a row. I mean, he's not going to get fired. So
You're
I mean,
you're 1,000% correct, Todd guy. That's what I'd do. I really would.
It's like
Same thing with G.
It's like this, Hupper Billy. And I tell people this all the time, and they laugh at me. But if you stop and think about it, the greatest coaching job in the country is the University of Iowa. They've had 2 coaches since 1976, and all they care about is going to a bowl game. You know what I mean? There's no stress. He gets paid good money. Yeah. You know, I mean, fuck. Iowa's had 2 coaches since 76. There's no stress there. He makes good money. He's not going to get fired. Hell, his son couldn't produce an offensive touchdown to save his life, and he's still the coordinator.
They did put the point thing in the contract of like scoring 24 points a game.
But their games were painful.
You're horrible.
I'd be pissed. If I was Iowa's defensive coordinator, I would demand a fucking raise because I won all those games for you. My defense and special teams won all of Iowa's games. That offense did jack shit the whole year.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, outside of like
Iowa would have been smarter to punt on first down. They would have been further ahead. Just
outside of like 2 years, Iowa's always been on defense. They've always relied on defense. There was like 2 years where their offense actually put up points, but most of that it's always still just ridden on their defense for the most part. That's kind of the craziest thing, but. It's like it's that weird narrative of coaches. You either rely on offense and just say fuck the defense, or you're a defense but you don't have an offense. And I don't know where coaches can't seem to figure out this medium. You know, like they always pay attention to one side or the other. It's kind of bizarre.
The big part. I mean, look, they only have so much upside. Iowa State. I mean, Kansas. They're not going to go to the national championship. They only have so much. But I don't know why more. Well, there should be more emphasis placed in the NFL draft on those players on that side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, because these guys are serious.
Yeah,
I mean, they're really good.
Well, those edge rushers go pretty high.
Yeah,
and think about it though.
They should be
Iowa
in the top 5.
Iowa has one of the best defenses.
Yeah.
And it's not because the offense stays on the field. The offense goes 3 and out, and the defense goes right back.
Good.
So the defense is playing all game, more than most defenses, and they're still you could probably take 30 Power 5 teams. If you give that defense to 30 different Power 5 teams, they would have won a national championship.
Yeah.
It's a little offense.
You could argue that even I would agree with that. I think Sergeant Pickles could agree. If we took Iowa's defense and put on our teams this last year, we both of us could have been in the playoffs.
Yeah,
easily.
Huskies would have been undefeated, I bet you.
But our defenses were giving up 27, 28, 30, 35 points a game.
So
we
why
just happen to have really good offenses.
Man, you're right. You're 1,000% correct. My only issue is, why is it their coach being hired by somebody like Clemson? I mean, I'm not Clemson's an example because I'm a Clemson guy. Why is he being hired? That defensive coach.
Well, here's the problem. He's really old. He don't have many more years in him. He's only going to coach maybe 2-3 years tops. He's super loyal because Kirk Ferentz was the only coach to really believe in him.
Oh.
So he's loyal to death. And like I said, he's only got a couple, 2-3 years left in him, and he's going to retire. So he don't want to go to a Clemson and have to start over.
Okay.
He's just happy. He's content where he is. It's another one, he's content.
Man, every day on Saturday, on college football Saturday, I look at him and I just smile. I do. Every time I watch him play and I just smile because he's that good. He's that good. He's a good coach and his players are good. But oh man,
I mean, in all honesty, if you had to stop if you were up by 1 point with 2 minutes to go and you
I
needed a
want his
defense
ass
out there,
tell
you'd
him
want him
what
to
to
do
do.
your defense. I mean, that guy is going to stop them. You know, I mean,
Real quick, guys, it's coming up on 10, so I'm gonna call it a night.
Oh, what a husky bailing
all right.
out.
Hey,
We're gonna
hey,
hear the
Sergeant.
conversation.
Sergeant, did you see Slim Shady's costume at the Slobs?
I don't think I did.
Go look at the videos. You're a Miami guy, right?
What's that?
No.